Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising for the Rising Show with Empress Ella G. Wow, I got here on time. I feel good, showered, shaved, and clean from head to toe. How are you feeling this morning, Empress Ella G?
Grand Rising, Brother Lance. Grand Rising, everyone. Oh, Brother Lance is showered and shaved and feeling wonderful. I'm feeling wonderful.
I just want to say to everyone, excuse the noise in the background. There's construction going on. And Flora Elizabeth Radcliffe Hooks, it's good to see you. She's on Facebook, so you might not see everybody on YouTube when she comes over to the YouTube side, but I have to show your face to everybody else. And we're gonna,
Okay.
yeah. There's so much going
Hello,
on.
Flora. Hi.
For those who are here, like the video, hit the subscribe button and all that stuff. A lot of times people forget to do that, so I'm not one of those thirsty guys. Just do what you do if you like it. But we'll wait for a few more folks to come in for the roll call
Yes,
because
yes,
that's the way
yes.
it is.
That's the way it
Numbers are
is.
going up
Yes.
and everything. But I feel good
Yes,
and I
yes,
feel bad.
yes. Why?
I feel good for what I'm doing. I am where I'm supposed to be. Everything is working right on point. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
universe is opening up. It's like if I walk to an elevator, the door opens up before I push the button. If I
Right,
drive down the street and everybody's been waiting for the red light for the longest time, when I drive, there's an open lane and I keep on going. That's
right,
just the way it
right.
is. It's just like whenever things, and I don't look at it that way, but it's just like you have those days when you slide on through effortlessly. Although we
Mm-hmm.
do put in hard work, we put a lot of hard work in, and I have to adjust my schedule to get a little more sleep. But there'll be just as much, if not more, content coming out. Just have to restructure my day. That's what I'll be doing. It will make no difference to anyone here because you will see the same content plus a whole lot more. But it's a
Right,
matter of
right.
perfecting your craft and making things better and seeing where you're not as efficient and perfecting yourself. And the thing is, in that, well, yeah, go ahead and do your roll call. People are pouring in, and
Uh,
we'll ease into the
yeah,
topic.
yeah. Let's see who's here. Well, I know Eric has been here since before dawn. Hi, Eric. I'm just messing with you. How you doing? Hi, Sister Zenobia. Grand Rising, Josie. Grand Rising, Kay Levy. How you doing? Hi, Flora. Please come over to YouTube so you can vibe with us all. Come over to YouTube at LanceScurv. Um, Hello there. Did I see Sunkissed? Yes. Hi, Sunkissed. How you doing, honey? Hello, Queen Murat. Good to see you. Is there anyone else that has come in? I don't. Hello, Indigo King. Grand Rising. Peace and love to you, my brother. Our ride or die. We have our ride or die people right here, Brother Lance.
Yeah, we got to do something
We
special for them. I got to
I
come up with
know,
something
I
really
know, I
special.
know, I know.
Yeah, just
We
something
gotta
good,
do a what can we do? Do a Patreon show that's way out there.
but still very intellectually stimulating.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes. And
So
invite them in. Oh
we got to think
God.
of a topic. And
Oh, we gotta do
also
something.
too, I want to for those who know how to email us or they have the app and there's a feedback section there.
Hmm.
Give us the type of topics that you want us to speak on. It doesn't have to be specific, but something in general. If you want, like say, hey, we want more of this, we want more of that. We do put a lot of shows out there. We still want to make you know that it's important to us that you're satisfied with what we
Yes,
put out. And a
yes.
lot of channels they just put out, here's a food, eat it or not. We don't care. We just put it out there. No, I want
No, we
you
don't want to do that.
right. If you want more of something, I'm not
Yes,
going to say, well, we got to wait a while. We just talked about it. Because, like I always like to say, we can always go in search of precision from a different angle on a topic. Or let's have a series for 2 or 3 days where we talk about one aspect of something, maybe in a slightly different way. So we're receptive that way. And if you hit
yes.
Lance at LanceScurv.com, Empress of the G will get it also directly. It hits both of our phones at the same time. A lot of
Right.
times I'm absent-minded, and she may
Don't
catch
check
it
it.
before I do.
Hmm. I
It takes a
know.
little longer for a thought to get to my head because my head's so big, not from being cocky, but just a physically big head. It just takes a
Mm-mm.
couple more miles for the thought to get through.
Oh
With
gosh.
you, it's a little easier.
Oh gosh. Yeah, much easier.
I know.
Hey, that might not be,
Uh,
it might not be a good thing. Hi, Tina. Good to see you. Tina. Hi, Garian. How you doing? Let's see. Jacinta, Grand Rising. Sharon Truitt, Grand Rising. You're part of Scurv fam. Hi. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Take. Hi, Eric Days. Wow. Yes, our troops are here.
that's right.
Anyway,
That's right. We might have 109,000 subscribers, but the videos may get 1,000 or 1,500. Well,
you
those are the
know,
ride or dies that we want to cater to.
that's
And
right.
it
That's
doesn't
right.
matter if YouTube takes them all away except for a ride or dies, because they're taking away every day like 100 or 50, 25 here and there. That's
Right.
okay. We know what that is. And also, too, the other things that you've noticed in recent past on what they're doing. It's like, how can they do that? That's what they're doing. It's like a
Yeah.
slow poison. Like when you poison somebody just a little bit, not to kill them, but let the substance and the poison accumulate in your system. And eventually, like you're long gone. You're like, you take a trip to the Bahamas or come out to Africa or the Caribbean somewhere, and they drop dead. You're like, I didn't do it to them. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
this,
wow.
that's what they do.
Mike,
That's what they
oh,
do.
Indigo King says his wife's grandfather transitioned this morning. My condolences to you, Indigo
Yes,
King, and
indeed.
your wife, to your wife and you. You know,
My whole family and circle of friends,
yes,
and
give
you
her my
know,
love and
exactly.
my sincerest
Yes, yes.
condolences. Oh,
Yeah.
mm.
If there's any way you want to share some kind of way, like an email address or something where everybody can reach out to you who may not be here, who hear this, if you don't have it,
Yes.
just come up with some kind of way that other folks here that, like I said, they may not be here right now, but they'll come on later and wish that they can
Right.
send you a direct way. Because I'm a direct kind of guy. When I have a guest on a show or like we did a little photo shoot thing, it was like a small little gathering, but it was fun. It was a good spirit. People gave out their numbers, their Instagram, everything. I don't hold back on that. You can get to everybody directly. I don't block anybody. So if anybody here, like I said, we have a way of reaching out. So folks can reach out to you. Put it in. I'll put it up on the screen for a good long time. And that's how we do here. We got to look out for each other and have real good feelings toward each
Yes.
other and
Yes.
morally support. We may not even be close to each other. Look how far away I am from many people, but I'm there. I don't forget where I came from. I don't forget the struggles. I'm not going to sit here and turn my back on certain things and aspects of what's going on there. I haven't seen a white cop since I left. You know what I mean?
Right,
But that
right,
doesn't mean
right.
I don't feel for those who were there, and I didn't forget, and that's still my concern. The earth is ours. We can go anywhere and live, but where's our heart? And my heart,
Right.
and I love some of the people here too, and I say some because we got human nature over here, and some ain't worthy of it. But whoever's tried
Yes.
and true in my path, I'll never forget them. Sometimes, getting busy a little bit, phone call slips and you say, okay, I got to call this person. And my perception of time is whack because I can talk to you like a month ago, and I think it's yesterday. It's like, oh
Right,
man, he
right,
didn't call
right.
me, he didn't return my call. It's not that. It's just that I'm weird with time because my mind is so intense. I can think back to something in the late 60s or 70s and I can see it and smell it. And it's like I was
Right,
there.
right.
So that's one of my handicaps, which I think is an advantage for the creative field because the sense of recall is there, but just knowing present time, okay, it's like
Mm-hmm.
this. People who have Alzheimer's, right? They remember everything in the past, but something from yesterday they forget. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I hope this isn't
Um,
pre-Alzheimer's, right?
no. Sunkissed
hmm
is saying that she's noticing that the chat is like she said the chat,
It's not populating.
yeah, and it stopped showing long before the show ends, but and she says she's not seeing her messages right now, so I'm not sure. I was gonna ask you, I was gonna type it, but since I'm talking,
Yeah.
um did you restart your computer, sis? Sunkiss, maybe you need to just restart your computer, or just log back in, close out YouTube and log back into YouTube, you know. I don't know. I know sometimes that happens to me, and I have to restart, or after a while it comes back. A couple of times, Brother Lance accidentally kicked me out, but
No, you know I wouldn't do that on purpose.
no, I know
You
you
might have
wouldn't
went
do that.
outside to take out the garbage, and I woke up and looked at the door and said, "Man, the door's not locked." I just locked it, not knowing you were.
Ah,
Those
ah,
things
ah,
happen.
ah,
Those things
uh,
happen. But yeah, let
yes.
us know, son, Kiss,
Let us
Felicia,
know.
Edwards, if it
Right.
gets better, or just cut the phone off and come back on. If
Right,
you only
right, right, right. Or
miss a
try it
minute or
from a
two,
different, yeah, try it from
right?
a different apparatus. Like if you're on the computer, try it from your phone, and if you're on, or vice versa, try it somewhere else and see what happens. Um, Hi Queen Murat, how are you? Did I say hi to you? I think I did. Who else came in? FBA Strong, Grand Rising. I did see Eric Days. Hi, Queen Red Pill. Good to see you. All right. So let's
Yes, yes.
delve into
There's
this
a little, like,
wonderful
again, there's
topic,
like
my
a
dear
little
guest,
hum
Brother
and a little
Lance.
background noise through the construction and stuff like that. Do
Right.
I still sound like I'm in a tunnel a little bit?
Just a little bit.
A little bit? I got to figure
And
that, the
yeah,
acoustics
you
over
just,
here.
normally
Yeah,
I can hear you right in my ears,
right,
but
right.
you're not. Grand
Yeah,
Rising, Romy Rome.
I'm
There
gonna
you.
fix that.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix that. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
I have all day
So,
later on today to get these things. We'll talk to them.
how you doing? How you doing? Did you get enough sleep last night?
Well, I could have got
You
a little more
know,
because I had to be up a little bit doing stuff, and I didn't finish everything. But I got on the
mm,
roll a little bit and got some more done. I'm going to get
right.
more. So today there will not be with the email. You get the email with all the prior week's posts. I started it
Yes.
for next week again, and I'm gonna catch up so that you
Okay.
can get them all and just stay on top of it because I have a new little routine that I do right now. So
Okay.
at the end of the
Okay.
day, I'll always do and catch up because it's a whole lot.
I
I don't
know.
want to keep saying that like I'm complaining because I love it. I love the process. But if you fall off, if you're that fighter that gets the knockdown, you can get back up. But on a psychological level, you're like, oh man, how did this knockdown, you know, affect the scoring and the judges and their perception? Because
Right.
you,
Right.
you, you lose some points when you get knocked down. Now, I'm not saying I've got knocked down in something in life. No, everything is good right now as it is, right? But
Mm,
when you do something and you fall behind, it's like that assembly line that you forgot to put something on, and the thing is still moving. And say, hey, So you got to now
mm-hmm.
catch up
Mm-hmm.
to where you're supposed to be.
Right. Right.
Filling
Right.
in the article with each video, tagging it up, putting the title, putting in the proper categories, putting the banner on the website that you made, resizing it. You want to cross post to the forum so you get that
Wow.
automatically. And that's like
Jesus.
not even half of it. It's a lot of little buttons and things and testing, and you put it there, you
Mm,
preview it. It's got to do for every single one manually.
right. Right.
So I love the process. I just have to make the process more efficient and designate certain times because I pretty much wing things, and I want to keep it where certain sections of my day are like,
Yeah.
okay, I did
Yeah.
this morning
That's what you
show,
have to
for
do.
2 hours and do this. Exactly. Still got to
Right.
answer phone calls and make, follow through with emails and get new interviews. And I'm going to be very aggressive in getting new blood. Not that the old blood is
Mm,
bad, right? But just have more people that, can come in, just walk up to folks in the street. Hey, what I heard you say was interesting. Would you be interested? And people love to be interviewed. Really? Me? I can
mm-hmm.
talk and you're
Mm-hmm.
interested? So I'm going to be more assertive that way. I'm settled and relaxed, and I just want to make things better. Where
Right.
I don't have to even put out an alert that the show is on. We know it's coming on.
You
We
just
have to
know,
deal with
yeah,
it.
exactly. Just know
Exactly.
that barring any unforeseen situations, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we will be here. We will be here. Yes, indeed. Yes,
So
indeed.
yeah.
So,
What
why
do
are
we
we screaming wake up to a delusional people, Brother Lance?
exactly? And
Sir
just like the
Lance.
title, the longer title that I put on, but probably wouldn't
You
fit.
have to remove this the Indigo King
Yeah. I
because
just
we can't.
yeah. But it says, why are we screaming wake up to a delusional people? But the rest of it was who are happy to be partying on a sinking ship. Happy to be partying on a sinking ship. If you're partying and happy about, if you're partying on a sinking ship, either you're straight crazy or you're not aware that the ship is sinking. Either one of the two. But many of us scream to the others. The ship is sinking. It's sinking. And they keep on partying.
Mm-hmm.
Water can be down by their feet and they feel it splash as they dance, but they keep on partying. And I try to put appropriate photos with the actual topic. And I thought this photo was just so perfect. Everybody's smiling. The girl
Mm-hmm.
there in the lower left hand corner drinking something, holding the hand of the other girl. Come on, girl, let's go. The
Mm-hmm.
brothers in the back just all over the place. Hopefully that's not a sinking ship. And I don't think
It
it
kind of
was.
looks tilted, don't it?
Exactly.
I could never be in a crowd like that. I cannot do it because I'm always thinking about the what if. And if the what
Yeah,
if happens, how the hell do I get out of there? You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's one
yeah.
of the reasons why
I,
I've never been a fan of going to like huge concerts or any kind of huge gathering or anything like that. Don't like
hmm
it. Mm-mm.
Stay near the door, stay near the exit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Keep your eyes open because the minute you don't have to know if somebody had pulled out a knife far away from you in the crowd or
Yeah.
even close to you. As you are moving, try to recognize where this action is coming from. Don't run toward it. See, when I used to do the club thing and bouncing by the doors and stuff like that, well, first of all, the crowds never bothered me because I was always ready to react quick. Like, I knew that it was better to be near the door, which in that case you are. But before
Mm-hmm.
you dive into the crowd where something's happening, you
Mm-hmm.
better know what you're running into.
Yeah.
Is the glass broken to go stab somebody up?
Yeah.
May that come and hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Knives, guns, which you'll find out quick. And so people run blindly, but they're not aware. They get delusional. And so in a
Yeah.
situation like this, when you're talking to black people, they're so intoxicated, not with just liquor, because most of the time, unless you're a straight drunk, you're going to have some times when you're sober and balanced and feeling good, and you're fully aware of what people are saying, but
Mm-hmm.
you just refuse to put it together. And so that's why I asked the question, why are we screaming, wake up?
Right.
Everybody else, and I'm saying it's not like everybody else has things perfect. We know there's advantages that other races have. I'm not exalting any race above ours because they have stolen from us, but they keep us sedated so they can continue to be in a position that they're in and benefit from our inventions, from our energy, from our intellect, because we are the ones.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we're bad or we're not good enough because we find ourselves on the bottom rung. And that doesn't mean everybody, but the majority of us feel the pressure of this oppression. And am
Right.
I crying victim? No. I'm speaking out in a very empowered way to wake those up who may not get it. And the bad part about it is everybody's not going to get it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't
Exactly.
mean that I'm appealing to you to follow a certain religion. I have nothing to sell to you like, well, the way to wake up is if you buy the LanceScurv Book of Awareness and Consciousness. I don't do that. I'm just the guy that talks to people in my path and I do my part and hopefully I can amplify it and have amplified it through what we do here on social media. But I
Right.
would be doing this anyway, and this is the way I've always been, even through my wild multiple girlfriend days. I was always conscious on these levels and had to clean my life up to make it better and be in tune with what I know. But
Right.
nobody really had to tell me to wake up. I was had one eye open while the other one was closed with crust in my eye, right? But I was raised in a way that it didn't take long for me to get back on track because we had the foundation that my parents put in me. You see what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
it wasn't far. Many people don't have that advantage to go back to what's right. They're like, well, go back to what? My home is dysfunctional. Um, my parents' relationship was non-existent, or it was beatings, or just neglect, or emotionally unavailable
Yeah.
individuals. When you go to people's homes, you might know them, and you know they're real good, so you kind of have a feel of what the dysfunctions are. Or sometimes you'll go with a friend somewhere and he says, "Listen, I want you to meet this friend of mine," and you go into a new atmosphere, and you see how it is. You know what I mean? You see how everything is, and
Right.
it's like a weird vibe. Like, what the heck? So I don't understand it. So you notice things that other people, they take it as normalcy, but it's off. Not that you're better, not that but whatever you have, you'll notice when you go somewhere what that next person doesn't have. Like when you go to a person's house
Mm-hmm.
and they greet each other when the next family member comes in, they'll greet each other, but it's like they don't embrace. That's weird to me, right?
Right, right,
Um,
right.
yeah, that's very strange to me, right? Not that you have to do it. I'm gonna say it like this. And I know a lot of my friends that are classified as Latino, again, black folks who know how to swim, right? They do it all the time. If you're going to take the garbage out the back, okay, Papi, I'm just taking the garbage out. You know what I mean? But if I leave you for the day, it doesn't mean. And if you're not feeling good, but it's strange when you see people who are emotionally unavailable.
Well, that was my house.
Really.
Yeah, like I told you, growing up, I don't see none of that. Didn't get none of that. No, no hugging business. No, sir. Never get it. I had to,
you know?
it took me having kids to cultivate hugging and kissing,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right, right.
and, what? Those are, I don't know that.
Mm-mm.
But like I always said, I had a wonderful lady in my life that, I'm thankful for her because she showed
Mm-hmm.
me, what being emotionally available for someone is all about. And
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, this mic, I see Queen Red Pill says a second tone, and I know that it's definitely a setting here because, you know what? Let me try something here real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Raise your hand if you're not hearing him. I know what happens in the replay is I sound like I'm right up in your face and Brother Lance sounds
Mm-hmm.
like he's in the back of the room. And it's a little weird, especially like the Saturday show,
Yeah,
the one we did
yeah,
on Saturday.
yeah.
I had to be yelling and screaming because of the background noise you were experiencing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and then you were muffled. I was like, oh my
Right.
God,
Let
you
me
know.
let me check something here and make sure. Plus, we have the background construction noise. There's just stuff all over the
Good.
place.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's try it that way. I don't know if you notice any difference right
No, I
now.
haven't noticed any difference. No.
Okay, okay, we're trying something else. This is a few clicks of the button, so
Mm.
that's just what it is. So hopefully it'll work with you. Finish
Yeah,
speaking.
that's what Yvonne
Um,
said. I sound like I'm right up on her, and
yeah.
you sound like you're in the back of the room. Come to the front of the room,
Same thing,
sir.
right? I mean,
Same
it's the
thing.
same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Something physical over here. Let me
Hmm.
put. I'm just going to disconnect this mic and reconnect it again. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, guys. I felt like the Saturday show, it was such a good show. Hi, Tumi.
Hmm. How,
Good to
how does it
see
sound
you.
now? How's it sound now?
It still sounds the same. Nothing
Oh
has
wow.
changed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna look into. Behind the scenes kind of sorta. Let me see
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Check how it sounds here. But we can continue talking
We
on. I
can
don't wanna
continue talking. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when you look at this picture and in keeping with the topic, I do feel like a lot of the young people nowadays, they're just so into the partying and the having a good time, and you know they're not willing to hear what older people have to say, or their elders. A lot of them don't even want to hear what you have to say. They just want to
Right,
be able to go out and have fun and do their thing. So yeah, we're
right,
screaming at them, but the ship is sinking and they're like, oh, okay, we're good as long as we can go out and party and
right, right.
just have fun. Well, the fun time, unfortunately, is not right now. This is not the
Mm-hmm.
fun time. Fun time is kind of
Mm-hmm.
over, and it's sad to say, but the reality is the reality. I woke up this morning and I was just thinking, and I'm like, oh my God, the world as we used to know it is no longer. It's almost like all the plans that
Right,
we were making, we have to scratch those plans and
right.
make new ones.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's
we can't carry out those plans anymore.
mm-hmm.
The you know, just the life you want to live and the things you want to do when you want to travel and you want to see the world and you want to do all
I
these things.
know.
And, you
Mhm.
know, all of that is, you know, like quickly, not even slowly anymore, but just
Mhm.
quickly being taken away from us, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, what more can I say? How does it sound now? It sounds different to me through my headphones.
It's
I did, but you can tell me if it's the same. I mean, because
it's the same, yeah. Hi, Sister
okay.
Miko. How you doing?
Miko in the house.
Miko's in the how.
I'm
In
gonna
the
put this
how.
back to where it was
And the
before.
HOUE
Yes, yes.
in the
How's it?
how.
I noticed something sounds different right now. But if it doesn't,
Um,
I'm not going to dominate the whole show by just that. I'm going to sit here for a couple hours later on and
yeah,
just fill out.
we won't make this a long one, you know, because
Yeah, yeah,
you do have a run to make and stuff
yeah.
like
And we can
that.
go back later on too, but not ending it now. I'm just saying we're going to,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
so
right,
I'm just playing around some of the settings here to see
right,
if it makes
right.
a difference with my voice. So it doesn't. So
Maybe I should go to the back of the room.
we're going to
Where
roll with it like this. You know,
wherever the
I'll
back
make
of
the
the room
changes.
is. Or
Yeah.
maybe I should lower my registry. So
Well,
it's
I broke the levels down. I didn't know if that was it. Like I brought it a little bit
um
more. It just
okay.
happens.
How do I sound, guys? Do I sound like I'm still right up on you? Right up there?
Yeah.
Grand Rising, Amir. How you doing?
Yeah, but yeah, we'll roll with it
Yes.
like this. I broke the
Okay,
level
just
down.
forget about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is what it
okay.
is. Yeah.
I'll leave it like that.
Um,
Okay. So,
yeah, Sunkiss, you know, there's a lot of things. I sound clear and wonderful. Why, thank you. Um, yeah, you know, a lot of things that we want to do, we just have to, you know, we just have to readjust and do something different, do things a little bit differently. As we were talking to Sister Elizabeth yesterday about you know, all the planning and things like that, the winter, you know, I was sitting here and I was looking around and taking mental inventory, and I'm like, there's still a lot of things that I need to do, you know, because in as much
yeah,
as we're having these shows, and I'm just going to be real, in as much as we're having these shows and we talk about it, there's still a part of you that don't want to really accept that things are really becoming that bad, you know. And I'm prepared to a good degree, but there are still a lot of things that I'm looking around and I'm saying, you know, I need to do this, I still need to do that. And then when she brought it, you know, and I've been hearing things about you know, late September, early October, you know, it's like, oh damn. You know what I mean? You don't want to get
yeah,
caught you know, unawares, not even unawares, but unprepared, you know, because we're aware, but we're not prepared, you know. And so
right,
anybody
right.
who missed that show yesterday, please go back and listen, you know, go back and listen to it and make any adjustments that you need to make in your life, you know, get the things that you need to get. um, the one thing I know, you know, when Brother Lance said get those thermal sleeping blankets, um, they don't even have to be the heavy sleeping bags because they have those they're lightweight but they hold the heat. You know, they hold your body heat inside. Those are the ones that they give you, like if you're stranded and they come and they rescue you, and they put that orange or whatever color um, covering on you. That helps to build up the body heat and keep it trapped inside, so you stay warm. You know, so look on YouTube, they have some good prices. YouTube, on eBay, look on eBay, they have some good prices on there, you know, where you can get some of those things. Yes. Are you there,
Yeah,
my dear
yeah.
brother?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. When you're
All
talking, I
right.
usually mute myself to kind of take out some of the background noise. So,
Oh, okay. No,
yeah,
that's all
that's
right.
fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right.
so like I was saying a little earlier, it's a funny thing that when you see how many other people live, not that maybe you live the perfect life, you might go there and not have that in your life and go to someone else's home and see and feel a different vibe, togetherness and unity and the support of everyone else who's there. And the
Mm-hmm.
transparency when you feel like talking about something that bothers you, you can do that. There's some households growing up, you better not say anything that your foot hurts or your stomach hurts, whatever. You'll get chastised. Child, go on, sit down. Ain't nothing wrong with you. No,
Right.
it may be something major. Now you're sitting up in the hospital somewhere and you dismissed it and it's worse than what it. There's just so many things that we learn to see these imaginary guardrails that we can't go past this certain point. If you start to feel that, now I don't mean like go crazy and I just want to walk out in the street naked. It shouldn't be a, you get
Right.
locked up like that, right? But I'm just saying within reason to be able to live your life where you're not restricted in any way and you can live within reason freely.
Right.
When you get around people who, and going back to the topic with that, at least we need to be connected to each other to be aware of what's going on in the world. But as much as the world is changing, many of us who we plead with to wake up on certain levels, you don't have to really see it the way I see it, but just be a little bit aware that this world is changing and it may not go back. What are we going to do to create our world? You see,
Right.
because if you go to a place like Little Italy or Chinatown, or you go like in New York City has every culture from all over the world. And places like Chicago do to a point, places like Atlanta do to a point, but no places like New York City. They have deemed it that Astoria, Queens,
Mm-hmm.
Astoria, Queens is the most culturally diverse place on the entire planet. If you come from any country, small country, large, whatever, if you go there, you will find yourself in a place there where there's a restaurant, a store, people that speak your language. That's a heck of a thing.
That's a
And
heck
I
of a
thought about it.
thing. Yeah.
When I heard it, I said, Queens, New York, and Astoria. But then why not? It's New York City. So do we feel a connectedness? You might
Right.
like classical music. I might like hip hop, whatever. Can we find a common denominator to be able to save ourselves?
Right.
While people are happily partying on a sinking ship. That's the bottom line. A lot of the folks are in that mindset. And at the last minute, they may not ever know until the water's up to their neck, going in their ears and mouth, and they realize they don't know how to swim. Don't you see it? So, have we made any progress in all of these years when cops are still shooting us? We're still
Mm-hmm.
getting discriminated against. Well, listen, this is what I say. And I'm not even putting myself on the pedestal, but what has made me not feel it as much is not because I got more money, because I don't. A
Right.
lot of people here have weight. The majority of folks here may have more than me. I just take what I use to use and do what I do. But I've been in my own world for a very long time. Not cut off from everybody, but I've been in my world of creating and doing what I want to do and focusing. I've never been the one to run down a party.
Right.
I
Right.
always said to
Right.
myself, I create enough energy that I can support as many people who want to be around me for a good time. If I'm, and I never really recently, last few decades, had to go to a laundromat, but there are
Right.
times that I have. If I'm in a laundromat, that laundromat is going to be lit. You're gonna walk by like there are people in there laughing and talking. You might be talking something deep. You're gonna be like, man, this is fun. What's the next time you come to the laundromat? Because they want to be there. I'm not
Right.
saying I'm all that. All I'm saying is that I'm an independent thinker. And so many of us need to stop the herd mentality that is
Yes.
leading into slaughter and be an independent thinker, whatever you want to think. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to think like
Mm-hmm.
me, but understand collectively what we're going through and the
Yes.
dangers that are on us. Because we look back to the past, it's a damn shame when it's about Black History Month. And certain people you can't feature on certain platforms. It's got to be the ones that they choose or the ones who are down with the secret handshakes. But what about the real revolutionaries? Why don't we do that on our own? And then we want to go party for Black History Month. Or Black History Month, we're having this and that. Forget that. Make it Black History Life. We were living a life that we learned from the history before
Right.
us. Let me go back to there are people being killed in Black History Month, and they're being killed all through the year.
Mm-hmm.
Black History
Mm-hmm.
Month. A
Mm-hmm.
T-shirt years ago. Every month is Black History Month. They don't have no White History Month because they have put themselves as being the dominant. So we got to have a
Exactly.
month, but they get
Yeah.
all the benefit of all the inventions we made, everything, but we just get a month. Who the hell said that? We got to walk like we are the SHIT because we are. We don't know it, and we're sitting here. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. They put up imagery, we follow it. We follow what they tell us to do more so than we realize. And we're being
Right.
lulled into sleep. And those of us who kind of know, now we have people, I'm going to admit, we have people, I'm not going to say that they overdo it, right? But every daggone conversation that you have, that they have, whole check my brother, whole check my brother. Yeah, man.
I
We
know.
got
I know.
hey, and then the next second, hey girl, what's up? Can I holler at you? Come on, man. Your
Mm-hmm.
conversation is going to be flavored that way, but I like to laugh. Last night we talked some crazy stuff, right? But that's not the only branch on my tree. On
Right.
the show, we
Right.
laugh at different gears, and I always pop something righteous in there. But some of us, for some people, that's a lie. Man, I've been killing these people to wake up to it. Well, why don't you wake up and save some of your money? Why don't you wake up and open up, start doing what you say for others to do, and be an example so that you show how to wake up instead of screaming wake up. Because
True.
so many people are just so interested in just being that guy. Throw on the dashiki, sell some oils, you know what I mean? And, and,
Right.
and you're
Right.
always broke, and you always talk, well, yeah, we gotta make this view, man. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Listen, I get tired of that. That kind of person who they're not putting the boots on the ground and getting down and doing the work. Like Mrs. Scurv right now, she's up there getting down doing the work. So when the finished product is shown, not just a little garden, but a whole daggone forest of things growing up here and there, then you're like, oh damn. And we can do the same thing too. All of us can. I mean, it doesn't have to be in the same way.
Right.
It doesn't have to be in the same way. Whatever you're good at, cultivate it, but make it benefit you. Because you see, we should already have our normal. Whatever happens in the world with this thing here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be here unless the electricity's out, and eventually I get solar. Don't have it now, but I'm studying and looking into it. But that's not going to change my world because my world doesn't depend on what goes on. Depend on now, but it
Right.
will affect me. I'm not foolproof, but it doesn't depend on the supermarket. Now it does, but it
Right.
won't
Right.
soon.
Right.
You see what I mean? So we need to be moving forward to things to bring ourselves to a point where it's almost like our life is in a fortress. Because while others sit there, I'm going to wait on the Lord. Jesus is not going to let me down. My Lord never fails me. They're good all the time. Just remember what you said and who you said it about. You talk about the Jesus outside of you, and you got the seeds of greatness inside of you, and you're letting them go to waste.
That's
And the
right.
creator who created you, whatever the name is, we focus on, oh, he is this, and he is right, oh, I'm this,
That's right.
this. Get out of here. You don't know. And maybe you won't know. And maybe this year you have proof that it's more that. And the next guy who's your opponent who comes up with this thing, why are you wasting your time with stuff that children have to be fed? We have older folks that need to be taken care of. We have people that need to be educated, not the propaganda, not with the indoctrination, but can you take care of your own ass when the world shuts down? How
Mm-mm.
do you find, do you know how to make soap? Do you
Mm.
know how to cook on a fire where it's just a fire? Do you know how to make a fire? What happens if every,
Exactly.
no matter where I am or what I construct or whatever nice as it may look, I may have to go out there and you know what? I prefer that. I prefer that. I like being outside on the grill in a designated space and make my food like that, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be this fancy stove and this extended warranty you paid for it and it just looks so nice. I'm not worshiping things. I
Right.
have some
Right.
things,
Right.
but I like nice things. And if I
Mm-hmm.
like nice things, I will work hard and sacrifice for the longest to get them, but they're not my God and it's not attached to my id, my ego, which I slay every day. I'm an ego
Exactly.
slayer. I slay my ego from going past a certain point. I keep enough there to power me through. I keep enough there to motivate me and keep me with this drive. But if the too much comes, I don't know. That's why I keep myself humble. And
Yeah.
people say, well, humble, that's a fun. It means you no. No, because if you dig deeper, you'll see some powerful ego in there. But we can't have flesh.
That's
How we
true.
can't look
That's
every
true.
fighter that steps in the ring, every fighter, unless he's a paid tomato can to take a fall, knows I am going to win this fight. He
Hmm.
knows this. And he finds out that every fight he doesn't win. But when he
Right.
comes back to the ring again, in his mind, I'm going to win this fight. Even when obviously they can't fight, you see them still trying. So you need that ego to push you through the great things. But too much is destructive and will keep people away from you because you're so caught up in yourself.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't want that. I want to, but this is why, like I said, I keep enough where when people come with their passive aggressive statements and things to chop you down over time while they hide behind good words, it can't touch me. I'll tell them straight up. And this is not cockiness. I say, listen, I know exactly what you're trying to do, but
Hmm.
you're wasting your time trying to take away my confidence. My
Right.
parents
Right.
built me a certain way from day one to be confident in anything I do, even if I don't know how to do a task. I know that if I want to be a brain surgeon, I can be that if I want to bad enough. But I'm not going to do
Apply
something I don't want to
yourself.
do for
Hmm.
you.
Hmm.
But if anything I want to do, I can do. How many
Yeah.
people can say that? Oh man, you bugging, you 58 years old, man, you too old for that, man, so and
Oh, I
so.
know.
Well,
I
I'm not
can
gonna
say
make it
it.
prove to you, and then you run and hide where when I look you in the eye, you feel bad, like, damn, you did it.
Right. And
Right? Yeah,
when you talk like that, this is what people have to recognize, that we're not just one dimensional. We're multi-talented people, and a lot of times we're railroaded into thinking that we can only do one thing. As we're being raised and people tell you, stick to one thing, stick to one thing. Well, yeah, you don't want to be all over the place, but you have to know that whatever you want to do, you have the ability to do it. You just have to apply yourself. Anything. And
exactly.
if you want to do multiple things at one time, do multiple things at one time. But the trick is to do them well, not half-assed. You know what I'm saying? Not be
Doing it
not
and
not
doing
just
it and doing it well.
yes
Go
indeed.
ahead.
Yes indeed. Yes indeed. you know? So yeah, get out there and do things. And you know what too, they say necessity is the mother of invention. And I think a lot of us, as the screws get tightened, we're going to start inventing things. We're going to start realizing that we have to come up with ways to do things on our own, because they won't be readily available to us
Exactly.
you know
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
see, right. It's going to force us to go back, right? It's going to force us to go look within. It's going to force us, because if you're looking for the outside or to the outside for the answer, trust me, it may not be there for you. Your government's not going to take care of you. Your pastor's not going to take care of you. You won't see him no more.
Right.
He's like that guy that told you he loves you so much. He's trying to get next to you, and when you didn't give him what he wanted, he don't call you no more because he
Right.
knows it
Right.
ain't happening. And that's obvious. Don't depend on anybody outside of yourself. And you look out for the ones in your various circles, right? That's on code. You have to do that. I can't be mad if you have a little bit of something to eat and you give it to your children, your wife, and it's not there anymore. And I can't be mad at that. I
Mhm.
cannot be mad at that because there's so many people who sit down and wait and they expect you to be the one like, okay, you saved this up. Like we said yesterday, you saved up all your resources and stuff, and they didn't do nothing. You have to tell them, and that's what I mean by waking up. It's the same concept. Tighten up your life. At
Right.
this point, why are black people, I don't care how much money you have, why are black people buying these extreme luxury cars? They're buying extreme luxury cars. There are some who is a drop in the bucket. Who
Right.
have
Right. Right.
millions of
Right.
dollars
Right.
and they
Right.
get something $100,000 paid for. It may go under a business name and it's a tax write-off.
Right.
See, there's shrewd
Right.
ways of doing things. But why are people who may not have it like that all the way, but they're so determined? I'm determined to get that car. I don't know, I don't care what happens in the world, that car will sit in my driveway and is it going to feed you? You know what I mean? When you have dependents and others around you, man, just right now, this is not the time to do stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not the
Exactly.
time. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, if you
Mhm.
want to build a home or you get a home and on a good deal, but you have the money, like, don't go out and get some huge mortgage that you're going to be strained in having to pay.
Mhm.
Get an
Mhm.
adjustable rate mortgage next 2 years is going to be this fixed price, and then it'll go up 2 or 3 times the price, and it won't mortgage unless your credit's straight. You can't depend on that right now. Downsize, 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 downsize.
Mm-hmm.
Downsize and go lean
Mm-hmm.
and accumulate and move efficiently. So there's lots of ways of saying wake up. But
Yeah.
why are we still saying this to each other in the year 2021?
Right.
In the head of
Right.
civil rights board. Well, I know the Chinese been through some stuff when they got in this country. Well, look at
Mm-hmm.
that. They're the
Mm-hmm.
first ones to receive some protection and rights
Mm-hmm.
from the Asian hate. And Joe Biden, see,
Yeah. Yeah.
that Joe Biden has always been racist. You see things on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube showing this, or they'll try to take it down. He never liked us. He basically, it's not even, oh, he just didn't like us. He hated us. He hated us. So he's president now. They do their makeover and damage control, and we got black people waiting. Oh yes, Joe Biden's the way, and he was with Barack Obama. All that stuff is engineered. He's not for us. Wake up and do for yourself, and stop
Right.
depending on the government. You've been here, built this country, and been here all these hundreds of years, catching hell, and we have to be concerned about Asian hate. And when you go into their establishments, the Asians, they're going to
They
say the
treat you
Asian
like
hate. Look
shit.
how we get treated. And
Yes.
all over the
Excuse me.
world, they see us and
Yes.
despise us, but they want your
Yes.
resources of your money, but they don't like
Yes.
you. That's why they are the buffer race and the next in line. The white
Mm-hmm.
population is dying. It's at 9% of the
Mm-hmm.
total. So laugh when they tell you you're a minority. Then you must be thinking about this one country. Think about, it's okay, I might be a minority, as you say, in
Mm-hmm.
America, but what
Mm-hmm.
are you in the world? Tell them that. Tell them that.
Exactly.
And what am I in the world? I am a majority. See how they slant things to favor them, and you walking around, oh, I'm a minority. You come to Africa, some of you from America and the UK. Well, we minorities because they got as brilliant as you are. They
Mm-hmm.
won by putting that in your head, so you feel that
Exactly.
I'm just a
Exactly.
small stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm big. I'm mighty. I got big things planned, not to show off. Not, I'm saying it that way to show you that you have to
Right.
think that
Right.
way. There's no limitation.
Right. Hold on a
Yeah,
second,
go ahead.
Brother Lance.
Yeah.
Anyone wanting to share emails, unless it's an email that you don't mind sharing publicly, I would not suggest that we do it here on the platform. Um, if you want to share your email, and you both are in agreement, whomever you're speaking with here, please email us at lance@lancescurv.com, and we will share that information with each party. But I do not recommend that you put your email up here if you don't want it all over the world. Miss
Oh,
T,
understood.
hello, how
Take a
are
look
you?
about that.
Yeah,
Miss
right.
T in the
So,
house.
yes,
Yeah.
Lance@lancescurv.com. If you're both in agreement,
Right.
share your emails, then we'll pass it on to the next individual.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. So, we have so many things that are within our reach that we can change immediately about our lives,
Mm-hmm.
singularly and collectively.
Yeah.
And really, we really I have to just be honest, So other people, other races on this planet, we really must be looking stupid. At this point, somebody has to forget waking up. We looking stupid, y'all.
Yes,
Look,
indeed.
that's like a basketball team playing, and they got Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Dr. J and everybody along those lines, and they're messing up and they're not getting no points and they're losing. We're too big for this to be lulled into it. They got us set up for execution. They don't want us. They don't want us here on the planet. They've used us enough already. They'll keep a few around for the entertainment and for the freakishness
Oh,
because
wow.
they love black skin. You understand?
Right.
But you
Right.
know, um, it's just amazing. It's just amazing
Right.
how we're I don't know. It's just frustrating because I
Right.
see it so clear. It's like you're driving, never obeying the red light, and eventually you get into a collision that's fatal or cripples you or paralyzes you, and it could have been
Exactly.
avoided. Talk to me.
No, no, no. Someone just said they can't hear. Is everyone still having a hard time hearing Brother Lance? Um,
Yeah, by a show of hands, so we know.
yeah, show your
There are
hands.
changes that we have to make.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
I
let me
mean,
just even switch
is
over.
it really a challenge to hear him?
Yeah, yeah. It might be a little echo muddle for them. And we have
Yeah.
construction going on in the back.
Yeah, I
I can't
know.
stop that part. But
I
if it
know.
is, I'll get off for a second and change the actual microphone. Let me do that. Oh, so nobody's hearing it just fine? Well, let me just take a second and switch microphones.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, how does that sound? Does it,
It still sounds the same.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
I don't
so
know. I don't know. He sounds a little muffled. I know.
yeah, it does. I'm trying to figure out. There's a reason for that
Right.
because I have a lot of things that add on to the sound, take away.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see it. So I'm gonna strip it down before later and just do it the plain way. I never had any problem with it anyway. But there is noise going on behind. That's for sure. I can hear it.
Okay. 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 Yeah, it's the same thing. They can hear me very well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
same thing.
It
You're
could
a
be
little
one
further
setting,
away.
something. I got the settings in the computer. I got the settings in the
Right.
module. I
Right.
have some things that are on the line, between the line, that work passively. You know what I mean?
So
You
don't
know.
be say you sound like you're in the toilet.
You want to hear a secret? I am. No. The toilet's so close, I can run a wire over there and hit the mute button. It doesn't have to make noise. You know?
Oh my goodness. Maybe if you went into the toilet, you'd sound better.
I know, right? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. But with
yeah,
us, for me, I'm not saying nothing after a while. And I
yeah,
said that, and I would reduce the type of shows that wake up, because it sounds cool to say that. But do you see other people saying it because they understand they want to be or get to that superior position or maximum position they can be in as a people, and they'll iron out their differences. But
right,
now it really seems like we have accepted being on the bottom and just want a little party every now and then, a little feel good, and that's it. What happened to the men who are supposed to have the drive, not only just for their families, but the drive to go higher? A
right,
selfless drive that, okay, I know I made it, but I cannot sleep good when I know there's brothers and sisters of mine out there prostitute themselves to get money for drugs. That
right,
there are people out there experiencing this, not just the racism, but racism that causes death, racism that causes a doctor to put poison in the kid's system because they're on cold, and these people are so evil.
mm-hmm.
And you think that a person picks up a gun and kills the next person, that's the ultimate? There are doctors putting
No,
in, I mean, that's what happens when you talk about organ harvesting. What do you think when they have these missing black children that you think they
yes,
just disappear in the thin air? You
yes,
have hospitals that are equipped. It's not the neighborhood mechanic that can
right,
take the organs out.
right,
You understand? And so there's no value on our life. But
yes.
while we're partying, our children are getting snatched up for the young organs.
Right. It's interesting that you just brought that up because I just saw something this morning, a little video snippet, and in Ohio back in May, like around the 22nd to the 27th, how many black children between the ages of 14 and 19 went missing
Exactly.
in
Exactly.
Ohio? Just every day, sometimes twice a day, you would in one day you'd hear, this child went missing from this county, this child went missing from this town, all in a 4 or 5 day span, all black children.
Ain't, ain't
So
that something?
yes,
Seriously. Seriously. But it's a slow trickle of it so much that it's become the norm.
yeah,
And there's no outrage
yeah,
that we need to get together and even set people up who try to do that. In our communities, every single block, we have block watchers and people who can use their phones and make it mandatory that we either give them a CD radio or have some type of those little handheld transmitters and talk to each other and put in some work and put in some time and sit there and let 2 or 3 kids play by the sidewalk and we're watching them. And anybody comes up on them, you see little black vans that don't belong in the neighborhood, little white vans that don't belong in the
mm,
neighborhood, or they park there
listen,
for a couple of days and we don't ask them because as long as you're not
right,
parked in front of my
right,
house, it doesn't matter. But go over there and investigate. see who goes in and who goes out. We use our camera phone to catch ratchet fights in our neighborhood. We need to just take pictures. Just take pictures. I take pictures on things that if you look at my phone, you're like, listen, why you take a picture of that? That's a picture of the van and the license plate number that was on it, that was parked there for a few days. And I'll go into the neighbors and say, listen, did you see that van up there? Does that have something to do with you? I'm not being nosy, but if okay, acknowledge whatever, fine. But we need to know. We need to stop living within, as long as everything's okay with me, I have no problem with it. No, because it may be somebody else now, but it could be you tomorrow or yours tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just touching a few points there. We just slacking. We just want the pleasure. I know that we are in perpetual pain and discomfort. I don't care how much money you have, you know you're not accepted in that society. And they're getting other people to join on with them, but you still want to run up with them and they don't like you, even if you have something to bring their company. Like, you're brilliant. They're using you for that. Stay away from, form your own. Whatever you can do with somebody else, you can find others. It don't mean everybody else is down, but you can find others who can work along with you and make your own company. But see, here's the problem. We're not confident on our own. We don't feel we can do it on our own. If it's too many black folks together, we start freaking out. And then we start looking for ways to put them down or why things don't happen. Then you're going to go now and run elsewhere. You must be dependent on self. But we don't get that. We don't get that. There's always got to be somebody else. Like I said on one of the shows, we can be brilliant amongst ourselves, working out a challenge, no matter what it is, in a technological field or a construction site or whatever. And as soon as some white man or white woman walks up, we figure that they know more than us.
Yes.
And they 9 times out of 10, they don't. They're coming over to try to take from us. But we go into that narrative. You're the boss. Oh, you're the boss, man. So who said they're the boss? All the brilliance you have, you mean you're going to tell somebody who you don't even know their capabilities that they're the boss?
Yeah.
No, you might be a supervisor by name or not. But ain't nobody bossing me around. If it doesn't resonate with me on what I'm doing, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. That's why I can't work along with these hierarchies that you go on. You have to dress a certain way. If you have locks, you got to cut them off. And you basically have to just turn your ass out for them to do whatever they want to do with you, face down, ass up. Let's screw you any which way you want.
Yes.
You must assume a position of subservience. You may be on the job making good money, and you come back home or come around the neighborhood in a circles and push your chest out, but you're not a little boy, a little girl when you go on these jobs. That's what you have to deal with.
That's what you got to do.
I'm walking as a man 24/7.
Exactly.
I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if I don't even make as much as the next person. I'm walking as a man 24/7. I'm going to go where I want to go, do what I want to do, and be free. And it may not come overnight for everyone, but you have to figure out how you're going to be free. Like an animal way out in the wild somewhere, which is not the wild, it's very organized, that gets caught in a bear trap. Their leg or their paw might get caught in the bear trap. And you go back to that bear trap and you realize it's been tripped, there might be some blood on it, and we figured out how to get away. We got to think, and before we step on the bear trap, we need to watch how we walk and what we're getting ourselves into. But when you start taking away my natural creative given freedoms, and you want to rule over that to suck my energy for your benefit, no, I'm not doing it. I know I can go and go with some kind of job or some kind of company. Yes, independent LanceScurv, and I do graphic work, graphic design. I know how to do this with audio and video and editing. They would love to have somebody like me. If I was on somebody's news station and I had to come up with, they had to come up with quick graphics for the evening news, I could do that.
Oh yeah.
They get paid great, right? And they would not want to pay me, and they want to rule over me. Whatever I give them, they're going to give me less. They're going to tell me what to do. Oh, can I work from home? Oh, no, you can't work from home. The internet connection there might fail, or so and so and so. But everybody else does.
Yeah.
You want to see me get up
That's
and
true.
rule my life. You ain't ruling me. I work harder for myself than I would for one of these white companies. And I work harder for one of my own who might be starting, and they say, well, listen, man, how much do I owe you? I might say, you don't owe me nothing. I'll give you 2 hours out of my day to help you start your business on that level, and you don't owe me anything. Down the line, then maybe you give me a little trickle or something, but all I'm doing for you now is not going to be retroactive. Where I say, well, I did this for you all these 12 months. No, I help maybe it's an hour a day to help ease. And if we pull ourselves together, and our talents and abilities together and our resources, and go out of the way if there's a black-owned supermarket. Not some black-owned supermarket where the dude is down with secret handshakes and serving the white master. No, we don't want that. I'm not supporting you. I gotta know who you are. Then you need to get on these YouTube channels locally and talk to people, put your name up and what you stand for. And they will drive 2 or 3 counties over to come to make that trip. They might even carpool, which I would suggest. Get a bunch of you together on a Saturday or Sunday, whenever you can, and go support this business, and he'll make sure to give you a discount to make it
That
through gas.
that's true.
There's creative ways to support our own. But usually we don't want to see that. Oh yeah, we let people be making all the money. When you know that when you have your own business, you most likely are struggling for years or tight. Just because you see them have this big store and all these products coming in that they may not even own, they may, stock the shelves, and they gotta pay them as they go. They didn't pay up front for that. They only
Right.
get paid when they sell stuff. But people don't know that. Oh, you got that big. You got the money. The more debt we're in as black people, other black people think we got money. Oh, you don't got that $90,000 cut. Now you're struggling, which is a foolish move if you're going to be struggling. Or even if you see a business thing where they sacrifice and we turn against them.
Exactly.
Anybody who's real about what they're doing. You know, if I had a nightclub and it's a place where you can party and pop your fingers, whatever have you, that next nightclub that may not be as good, but it's owned by a white man or some Lebanese dude or some Syrian dude or someone, and they don't even give a damn about you because you're putting the money in a hand that's not black. You feel better about it. You can talk the conscious talk all you want, but most of us are indoctrinated that way. We feel better about spending more, spending it in a way where it's going out of our community more so than putting it in a black hand. But I do say, make sure you're putting it in a black hand that's truly black to the bone and to the core.
You
You
know,
understand?
right.
That's what I'll support. I'm
Anybody
gonna,
ever wonder
yeah.
why is it that Arabs and Indians own all the gas stations? Has anybody ever wondered about that? Because there was
Yeah.
a few years ago when when the chatter was that they're rallying and they're going to be up to something in the very near future. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the programming is already set and it's just a matter of waking them up. So they've given these people the opportunity to have these businesses for a later end, because I'm always wondering, why the hell do these people have all of the gas stations? All of them,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. And they're allowed to do that because, this government didn't want that to happen. They wouldn't allow it. But check it out. If we wanted to do it, and this is not to say or be defeated because we're not, but we know what we're up against. And they don't like when you know what you're up against.
Well,
It's just a matter of a
my
signature.
uncle tried to do one in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
they ran him out of town.
But of
Hmm.
course. What do you expect? So, but should we be relegated to just having beauty salons and barber shops and what else? A liquor store maybe. They'll let somebody get a liquor store. And like I said, it might be part of the secret handshake boys because they might make a little bit more money in that neighborhood, and also you're helping to kill off your people.
Hmm.
You don't need alcohol for any reason whatsoever. Now, some people may drink. I'm not going to knock you if you do. But if it's something every now and then, something that you do every now and then, you're not in your home. But if you're
Yeah.
driving around and just, oh man, I gotta have some drink. Did you get the vitamin C today? Did you get vitamin B?
Hmm.
Did you
Hmm.
get your essential fats today? We
Yeah.
throw down this stuff because we think the body is something that we push a button and get a result. Then we get sick and
Hmm.
think, oh, give me a pill for that.
Right.
We got this instantaneous thing going on. We have to earn our health over time. Be careful what you put inside your body.
Right.
It's definitely going to have an effect. But a lot
If
of us
you
don't
can't
think
do
that way.
without that drink, if tomorrow they closed all the liquor stores and you can't live without that drink, you have a problem. You have a serious problem.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of things that we need to wake up on. But
Yeah.
a lot of us are just not, I don't know, this got everything's gonna be different tomorrow. Jesus is gonna come and save us. So what's the point of having your life that you're not challenged to
Right.
overcome? And just like Queen Red Pill said earlier in the chat, something to the effect of, celebrating the chaos because is going to force us to turn to each other. But you know what? We are stubborn and we are stuck in our ways. And before we will turn to each other for help and unity, a lot of us will better put a gun on our head and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of us are, because we hate ourselves so much. And out of this, hopefully those who are not awake will be brought down to their knees to wake up. I'm not wishing bad on anybody, but they're not really standing. They're standing on false concepts, a false sense of security, and they need to be brought down to their knees. They need light to smash their ass to wake up. That's what it's going to take. Come on, y'all. Whatever your age is. All right, if you were alive in the time of the civil rights movement, if you were a little baby like I was at 63, I don't remember nothing like that all the way through, but with conversations and as I got older, I got a grasp of it much earlier and understood. And maybe that's why it hurts me so much. Because I remember, even though we had those issues, we always had wars, we always had the heroin, the drugs, we always had racism, but we didn't have this level of self-hate. There were jealous people here and there, and some who were willing to sell out to assassinate somebody or set them up. Yeah, that was always there, but not with these numbers, where people are going on YouTube and making channels and actually going against the black man did be bad and all black men are. That's why I run into the white man. When you catch an ass whipping from him or he cheats on you, what you gonna say? We have our sisters who demonize everything that's going on. The black man is demonized. Yes, the black woman is also demonized, but since she has that little slice of pizza between her legs, right? Well, we can harness that later on for our pleasure and our freakish desires, because she's a woman, a beautiful woman, a shapely woman. So they're that too. But if you stand up for your man, they don't see all that stuff and they want to do away with you just as hard. See, as long as they can use you, sister, and just have a little freakish thing going on where, well, she's a black one, but I can get her to do this, and yeah, I can whatever, yeah. But then when it comes to us, we're always, as black men, we're always the one who did it. We're always the one who is the monster. And it's so nice to be somewhere where I'm not looked at like that anymore. And they'd rather you be the monster. They'd rather you be locked up. You know how many white CEOs that I know who sit there over their area and they feel like the slave master. They can get off the wall over there, go on so, and they're legally able to do so. It attracts so many like that. Some go in for the job and that's it. I'm not saying everybody, but I've silently observed this on certain posts that I've worked with, where I acted cool at first, like a chameleon, to see what you're really all about. Like the fighter who knows he's going to win the fight, but he gives you the first round to see how you move, to see your timing and time you and study your style. And now from the second round on, it's a wrap. I decide when the fight is over. I'm going to carry him for 5 rounds more and entertain the crowd. They took the time to come out here. Oh, I'm going to make it go to the decision that the judges can't take from me. Or I'm going to take it to the last round and knock you out. Once you understand the rhythm of what's going on around you, you can time it, you internalize it, and that is what helped me and preserve my mind so strong in that system in America. Because I knew the game, I knew the timing. But I didn't let you know that I knew that. I talk stupid jokes and crazy stuff like that. But I knew the game from a long time ago, and you got to have self-control. And if those around you can't wake up, you can't stop. You got to move forward. Even if you move forward all by yourself, the universe will bring you the people that you need. That's why Empress G is here on the collision course. We may not have known each other back from super childhood, and a lot of folks want to know how long we've known each other, and we ain't saying. So go on and dig a little deeper, stalkers. They seem to have this camaraderie, but she wasn't always around. How do you know that?
I was in the shadows, guys. I was in the shadows.
Yeah, I talk to every day that you don't even know their names when they come on in a certain capacity. We may not tell you. So go on and reach out to them. Because I got some stuff that I reach out to people and I have to fight my mother's battles and I have to from 30 years ago or so. I'm sick. We have all types of things coming to us on all different kind of levels.
Yeah.
But we in the same damn position. You just might be driving a different car. You might just be with a different man or a different woman. But we are overall in the same position. Like they said, Claudia Anderson said, out of slavery, we had what? A certain part of the percentage of wealth. And we still, in this country of America, which I'm in Accra, Ghana, but my heart is there for my people, it has not changed. So when they have
Exactly.
you on
Exactly.
BET and winning this award, oh, black people are moving forward. They're moving ahead. No, we're not. We're in the same position, and people who come after us
Mm-hmm.
have gone so much further.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about the financial? Why don't you talk about the job market? Why don't you talk about starting businesses? Nobody wants to talk about economics, but they always want to talk about Jesus. Not everybody, and they bring their money to the pastor, and so white Jesus can have it, and then white banks that are benefiting other people that they will not give you a loan. But
Yeah.
the Chinese ain't gonna get the loan
Mm-hmm.
because they think it's a
Mm-hmm.
better
Mm-hmm.
investment. Why
Mm-hmm.
do you think the
Mm-hmm.
Chinese are treated so good now?
Right.
They have plans as we lose our power, Mr. Chinaman, because we know we're going to lose it. We're a
Right.
dying race. Our birth rates are not where they should be, and it's going down. Well, we're going to hand this over to you ahead of time instead of you defeating us. Work a deal with us. Just you can take this. We're going to make it so easy for us. Align with us. Uphold us. But don't do
Well, we
nothing for the
need to
niggas.
heal. We need to
That's what it
heal,
is.
and we're not healing. We're not healing. That's the problem. We're not healing. Everyone says, "What's the solution?" Well, we could say, "Well, you need to come together, and you need to do this, and you need to support your own, and so on and so forth." If we don't heal from self-hate, we can't come together and do anything. That self-hate is our biggest obstacle. That's in my opinion, because as
Number
soon as one
one.
of us
Right.
as soon as one of us tries to do something that could ultimately benefit all of us, somebody's going to put them down. Somebody's going to find fault with whatever it is that they're doing. So there is no collective. And if there is a collective, somebody wants to be, what's that word? HNIC, you know. Yeah. I had
Yeah,
to
but
think about it. You
this
know,
is why. Go ahead.
no, somebody always wants to be that person. And in doing so, now you're going to start barking orders, and it's going to be your way or no way, and then nothing can happen. Nothing can happen.
Well,
So
that's why I had to clean house.
mhm,
And there's certain individuals you will not see on this platform anymore because they want the adulation and I could do this better than you and the people love me and I can speak better and so on. So if you do that in private life, then the individual you would going to run nowhere near them. That's what it is. So look, we got to be prepared just to get with the people who understand. We're not going to save everybody. We're
right,
not going to save everybody, and everybody's not going to wake up, but they must feel the consequences of their refusal to see the obvious. That's the
right,
bottom line. They must be ready to feel the consequences when this time comes up, and you realize that all these things that you put energy to in the society that you thought were important weren't important at all. Like Sister Elizabeth said yesterday in both of those segments, basically that it's going to be a hard call. It's going to be hard,
yeah,
and you're going to have to let them be. And it's not a matter of being vengeful or you want to, make them bow to listen to your philosophy. These are facts. Look at how these different things in the world are adding up to this huge storm that is going to be something historic. Like she said, that people who are up in age never saw before in their life. You thought the Great Depression was something? That's nothing compared to what is coming if they can follow through with their plan. Not to be a doomsayer. Are you a doomsayer when they tell you that this massive category 5 hurricane is coming? Are you a doomsayer when you go block up your windows with plywood and get your water and your candles and fill up your tub with water or get water and get enough food to go through the storm? If it's something that, might not rip off your roof or whatever, maybe you just have to evacuate. Do we
yeah,
sit with the storm as it goes over us, or do we move out of its path? Floyd Mayweather, whether you like him or not, is a defensive genius. Pernell Whitaker was one also. I think that was even better. But he had
mhm,
a better well-rounded thing with his game. And a lot of white folks that don't like him, and there's certain things that he's done or said that, that I may not like. And I know that whole game with him flashing money is to piss off the establishment and to piss off the people that want to see him lose. That's the sight that he has. But, you know, he's a defensive wizard, but he's not going to stand there and get hit. He might stand near you and have his defensive, and you can't hit him. Why do
right,
we keep taking hits unnecessarily and don't wake up that it's our unity? The
Right.
Chinese, they go, do you think all of them like the things they're commanded to do within their race? But they go on code. They think more of the overall than they do themselves because the overall will take care of them. They're not doing or saying, oh, yes, we're going to wake up as a people and send me this money and I will lead the way. No. If you think, first of all, I'm not going to put myself in that position. You know what I mean? If you want to help the platform, fine. I might need a computer. I might need this or that. You know, somebody wants to get interviewed, you come on. It's a platform. It has my name on it because it's got to have a name, right? But I'm not in this. Look, there's things I can do for much more money. You know what I mean? But people always want to focus on it. They don't even know how much little money I may get from all the stuff that I do. I'm not saying I'm barely making it, but I ain't making it like that. I still got to watch my pennies, and I'm glad when things come through. But I'm also going to put the work through to show you that I work tirelessly for what I not only believe in, but for what I know. And it hurts me that we had more love in the late 60s and early 70s for each other. And we are moving toward a unity while still having issues and challenges. Like I said, we had wars, gas shortages, racism, drugs, but we had more love for each other. The domestic violence has gone up in our community more and more. Why is that? We need to ask questions. And it's not that we're in a bubble and we're bad. Look at the Native Americans that are on reservations. I almost said plantations, but they're one and the same. And they exhibit the behavior of those in the stereotypical hood, the alcoholism, you know, the wife beating, the sense of depression and hopelessness.
Right.
And you're on a spot where you're being taken care of for the rest of your life. Doesn't mean you're in luxury. And you have certain amenities with these gambling spots and, you know, casinos and stuff like that. But look at what they got out of you. They got the whole country away from you and give you a little
and gave you
something.
back a little. Now, I mean, the ones that build the casinos, you know, they're, you know, I don't know what they're doing with the money. I'm sure they're trying to help their people, but it's kind of interesting. You know, you build a casino, and guess who's coming and plunking the money down? The same people that stole the land from you. I find that very interesting.
Exactly.
You know.
And people see they feel entitled. They feel entitled as a people. But when they come in, it's not a matter of let's negotiate and get a fair price. There was no negotiation, no negotiation,
No
slaying a
negotiation at
whole
all.
nation.
Yeah.
You know, in the history books, they minimize it. Like they show all these white people, pilgrims or whatever, the Puritans, whatever, and you see a couple of half-naked Native Americans. Like it was just a few of them there. Don't you realize the brutality of that? That these people directly have slaughtered in nations within nations. How long ago was that? When you pull back and you look at how fast your life is moving, and you just tack it on a couple of times. And these people are not around. This was their country. They were the majority of this. And when you drive cross country, do you know how long it takes? And these people were all over. Different nations, not just a couple of Native Americans, and a couple of reservations. No, I wish I could go back in time and get machine guns. right by the shores. You coming in? Keep
I
coming.
know.
Damn roaches.
I know.
And they make themselves, after all that, how do they teach you in school about the Native Americans being here and them coming here? And it makes it seem like it was like, well, you're here now, white man, we're handing over the power. I've read books where they didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn about us. They really didn't give a damn about them. They did the same thing to them. Cutting the babies out of pregnant women's stomachs, beheading some of the Native American men and kicking their head around like soccer, laughing about it, blood all over the place. But they don't tell you that. And when you talk, oh, it's hate talk. Well, was it love that made you treat them the way that you treated them?
Right.
And now you're in a fake power that has it has no divine foundation. It has nothing divine, but you want to talk religious on a God that looks like you. So you're the delusional one. And we're just as stupid for following behind it. We are stupid. It's not even, they're just asleep. We're asleep, sedated, and stupid A lot of us. I'm not saying anybody in the chat room. I don't care how many thumbs down you give, but overall now, this is the point of stupidity. We're told and the history is coming out about us.
Right.
But we still bring our kids to their school. We still eat behind them. We still want to lay it with them. Oh, if you go with that Italian man or that white man, you gonna have some good hair. Then you say that at your face now, you need to be beheaded. Get rid of this one here. I'm just saying symbolically. I'm not gonna do that to nobody because you're gonna feel the consequences of how you think. How do you feel? Or how do you think your children feel? When you turn around and talk about, oh yeah, if your hair is kind of nappy, but if you get with somebody, your babies can have what do you say? A clear complexion. So what are you saying? This is smoky and dark and toxic? Ain't nothing wrong with the dark part. That shows the strength. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I've done many taste tests in my life. You can attest to that. We ain't gonna go there. But the bottom line is that why do we accept this stuff? Who created the narrative that we run by, and our very thoughts are controlled? That we don't get to do stuff because we don't feel like we can accomplish it. You on YouTube looking at chicks' asses. You on YouTube listen to Hollywood gossip. Go to hell on YouTube and learn how to plant a seed in the dirt. Learn how to garden.
Exactly.
Even if you don't have much space, learn how to do this. Get some joint compound buckets or some planters and learn how to do this. So the day that you find yourself out in the wilderness, possibly trying to get away from the other people who don't know how to take care of themselves, you can take care of yourself because nature's always there to want to heal you and serve you and elevate you. Nature's like that mama that you disappointed so many years, the years you were on drugs, the years you flunked out of school, the years you didn't talk to her. But every time you go back to that mama, she takes you back,
right there
feeds
for you,
has your room waiting for you, everything in there untouched, unscathed, waiting for you to come back. And she knows in the back of her mind, you might disappoint her again, but she'll always be there for you. That is nature. Your body can be out of shape, it can be sickly, but when you go back and eat the right foods and do the right practices and get your sunlight and deal with nature the way nature loves you. Nature has an unconditional love for you, but you run behind this white man as he cuts down trees, destroys and makes the water toxic, makes GMO foods for you to eat, and tells you the reason why you should eat it. And you go ahead with him like he's a god beside the God. Right. And I don't say God in the European sense. I'm just saying that whole total thing that we can't even understand is so big and so vast. If the universe is so vast around us, how bad is the person who did it? I don't mean bad, but how bad, man, you must be a bad dude. Every time we see something great made, a piece of art that's so fascinating, the first thing, who did this? Who created this?
Right.
But we gawk over the computer, we gawk over the luxury car, we gawk over all these things, and we see ourselves as less. So that creator who made you, you're an insult to the him, her energy, because it's both energies that made. I'm not gonna say him and exclude the woman. If I exclude anybody, I'm gonna exclude the male energy. It's the female energy that created us. Look how you're made as a female, which reflects what goes on. There's always something else going into something, but it's the into something thing there that breeds the earth, keeps the seed, and grows it. Simple things you can think on that narrative. Ain't no LGBTQ, whatever it is, seed. Ain't no transgender seed. Well, yeah, we got GMO seeds going on now.
Exactly.
So everything is going against nature. So we're not even going to procreate because we have been screwed up by the propaganda in our head. I'm not hating on anybody, but some men find the next man's anus more attractive than the backside of a woman. Ain't that something?
How does that work?
Because it's by design, chemically, mentally, spiritually, and we see these things over and over and over, and then it's suggested to us, and now, oh yes, well, this is what I am. Well, what are you now, and how are you built? It's male and female. We have hermaphrodites. I understand that, and maybe we don't know. Maybe something in the food that in birth, and look what happened. They dropped the bomb in Hiroshima.
Yes, yeah.
And it don't mean you're less, because I've run across a few, maybe a handful, not anything where I was surprised and involved that way, but I got to know some people, and I knew that's what it was. And as you got to know them, they open up and tell you.
Right.
Because I'm gonna open up and tell me kind of person. I'm not gonna share your stuff, but I've seen enough. I can't keep quiet. But if you look at it across the board, everything that's natural, somebody don't like it. And everything that's natural is good.
Exactly.
But they're gonna make it like, oh, you can be convenient and GMO fruit lasts longer on the shelf. When you put that stuff in your body, do you think it's coming out? Do you think it's even
It's
feeding
not
you?
coming out. It's
You
lasting
want to eat
longer on
something
your
like that.
internal shelf. That's what's happening.
Exactly. And
You
then now
know.
we get sicker, and who knows how it's messing with our hormones. You have the fertilizer. I always talk about it. That's used
Yeah.
heavily in California, Texas, and Florida.
Right.
Atrazine. Look it
Yeah.
up. It's phonetically the way it sounds. Atrazine.
Mm-hmm.
It is proven to turn male frogs into female frogs that bear eggs. Now our bodies might be bigger, the makeup might be different. Do you think it's something positive for us to put that in our body? And they have it out here. Matter of fact, I'm going down in the area. I might just take my camera and show you how they sell it here. And it's a strong thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Africans are sold this and they use it.
Yes.
Oh, yes, the
Yes.
best one. Oh,
Yes.
this is atrazine, y'all. Do you know what
Mm-hmm.
this does? I got my phone charged up. I may have to show them some things, and I'm sorry. I love my brothers and sisters here. I love them. Yeah, that's true. And use it on yourself and continue because the white man does it. He pushes it. And they get a lot of us to push it blindly. And we don't question anything. So what you think they're going to try to do long term in their war over here? Don't you think they
Mm-hmm.
want the
Mm-hmm.
land to be nothing but white or Asian? The same way they did when they took the Native Americans away and wiped them out. And even where they are, the depression, the suicide too.
Yeah.
They talk about the suicide of the transgender, but look at the ones who stole everything from. That's all this other stuff is population control. Wherever they go, they messed it up. They're like that problem child. Wherever they go, they're gonna cause some problem. Oh God, we got a
Exactly.
Punisher coming. He's
Exactly.
coming. We can't stop him from coming. But I give you 15 minutes
Yes.
before he's
Yes.
fighting
Yes,
somebody,
dear
screaming,
goddess.
or whatever. They can't
Mm-hmm.
live in peace. It's not in them. And even when they appear to live in peace, they're not living in a peace and a balance. Even when they appear to be, oh, it's just the cool one, they don't go for the balance. Because if you have balance in you, you want to restore things the way they're supposed to be. You know that you benefit from the system being the way it is. So you ain't gonna say nothing. You may symbolically say something to the black people who are around you right now, but you ain't gonna trade your position. So yes, we need to celebrate. Queen Red Pill, you're right. We need to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate the chaos, but a lot of us don't want to celebrate it because we're so well invested in it. We
Yeah.
don't want to come out of it. We don't care how fat we get. Man, that food tastes good. So, but what do you put in your body? It is
Yeah.
such a healing thing to a family. When
Yeah.
either the mother or father, we know the women throw down. We know some men who can throw down, but the traditional way. We know mama's making that meal, and we're gonna help them. Baby, go out
Exactly.
there, going out to the store. I need some more onions. And we run because we know that meal is gonna be good and cooked with love. And we
Hmm.
sit around and talk with each other. We have accountability. These
Mm.
little,
You
latchkey
see,
children that the
right.
mothers have two jobs and they're not there. But
That's
they
right.
come home to a TV set that raises them up. And
That's
now they
right.
have the phone in their hand where they can look at any hardcore act in the world that you want. If you want to learn how to give a blowjob or lick somebody's booty or whatever, hey, whatever you do, I ain't got no problem with it. Because I might like a couple of them things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that should not be. These things need to be talked about and shared. But then because we're so traumatized, we don't talk to our children in a way to grow them up and talk in a real way. See, my father gave it to me real, but not before
Right.
I could handle it. But
Right.
most children can handle a whole lot more than what we think.
Yes.
And you hold back on sharing certain things. If they ask the questions, you must give them a
The
realistic
real
answer. And
answer.
then thought
Exactly.
about more. They don't have to come
Exactly.
to you no more. They'll get it in the schoolyard. They'll get it on
Mm-hmm.
a smartphone.
That's right.
Her little young girl, 12, 13 years old on the bus, like, yeah, I learned how to suck dick when I was on my phone. I go to RedTube and I go to Pornhub and all this stuff. Why? Why must you have these skills at this particular time in life?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're doing
Mm-hmm.
this with grown ass men. And what
Mm-hmm.
kind of men are you doing something like that?
See?
Take you to McDonald's and buy you some jeans or a dress and get your little hair done, and then your hair messed up again. You should
Right.
keep it natural. What I'm saying is that we're all out of balance in some kind of way. So we need to look within ourselves because we're not unified. But how can we be so toxic and unified?
Right.
Especially when this man is putting out all these unnatural things for us to get into. You know what I mean? Like taking us out of what we're supposed to be. There should not be a day. Now I know if you live in New York City and there's no park and you know the dirt might be like messed up or whatever have you, but really and truly, no matter where you are, it should not be that way. You should be able to be quiet at least for an hour or two to yourself and put your feet in the soil. Now it might be winter time and you may not want to do that. There might be some doodle under the snow. You know what I mean? That's a healing thing as far as the cold weather.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We treat it like it's bad, but need to get to somewhere closer to where we're more grounded, right? Doesn't mean you have to
Yeah,
come
we
across.
have to put our collective energies together. Somebody said, something about, energies, but that's true. There's so many times we've had so many people come on here, saying, if we could just, make a what is it, conscious decision to do something as a group on a certain day, whether it's putting certain energies out and certain thoughts out into the universe. Those are the things that we really need to be doing. We need to be pooling our collective energies for good, for trying to make change in what's going on around us.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice to say it and it's nice to say whatever. And individually, we're all trying to do something. But
yes,
once again, it's that collective energy that makes change.
yes,
It's
yes,
collective energy. It's not one person doing it and everybody else crying him down. Yeah, he might make a dent, but a small dent, a tiny,
yes,
tiny ripple in the ocean if
yes.
everybody isn't doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And
I mean,
so,
Brother Lance is right here spilling his guts, talking his heart out. But guess what? If everybody isn't on the same page as him, he's just talking and he may, it's like he's throwing rocks and he may hit one person, but if we don't all come together as a group where all the rocks can hit everybody, where, he's just talking.
yeah, well, again, I don't know everything. I'm just speaking from experience and from what I see. We happen to have this platform, and we speak and we allow other people to speak. And in a little while, I want to wrap it down, but I do want to know if anybody wants to come on and say something quickly. We can do that. If there's anybody in the chat room that you don't have to show your face because we have the banner up. I'll see your face, but
Right.
we're not, trying to, expose anybody or whatever. You might have a certain kind of job, and not that you're fearful, but you got to do what you got to do. So let me, I'll put it out there one time. If you want to come on and
Uno
just say a few
time.
words
You
for a
come
couple of
in,
minutes,
speak for a
yeah,
few minutes. That's
yeah,
it. A
on
few
topic.
seconds.
You know what I mean? We're
Anything
not
that
asking
what?
political, respect. Who do you think is going to Biden and Trump? I don't care about them. They ain't got nothing to do with me. If I got to cut my grass, Biden and Trump ain't going to do it. But what are you saying, sister? What does that mean if you want to come on in?
Don't be shy. Don't be
Yeah,
shy. Don't be
yeah.
shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on in. Say
and
hi to
if
Brother
not, we'll
Lance.
always on our morning show toward the end of the
Yeah.
morning. We do that to add on to and add a little color. But
Yeah.
I always say at least 90 minutes. Usually we'll go 3 or 4 hours, but
I know, but
there's a
we're
couple of
doing
things we want to do
yeah,
and
we're
get
doing
done.
90 minutes today or just a little
Yeah,
over 90
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're on the phone or by the computer, you can click and come on
Yeah.
in.
Come on
Another
in,
60
guys.
seconds
Somebody. Come
if you
on in
want to.
quick, quick, quick.
Mm-hmm. Going once, going twice.
Oh well.
That's what it is. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll just offer that because maybe we're at work or driving
Yeah,
your
that's
car, you
true.
couldn't
That's
really,
true.
I understand that part, but we'll always give that opportunity.
Yes.
You have certain
Yes.
people who have,
I
their
mean,
thoughts
for all
about it.
the people with all the wonderful comments that they're making here, I'm surprised
Appreciate
there
that.
isn't one person that wants to just come in and
Okay,
look
here we
at that
go.
Queen Murad,
Yes.
ride or
Well,
die.
you're in. Talk to us, my sister. Thank you for coming by and thank you for your constant support. And we're ready for you when you're ready. Talk to us, sister.
Take yourself off mute, sis.
Yeah,
Queen
you're on
Murad,
mute.
take yourself
Unmute
off
yourself.
mute. Yeah. How did that happen?
Thank you, Pana. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Every bit helps and it goes right to the platform.
Hello, Queen
Peace
Murad.
and
Hey,
love.
Rising,
Can
how
y'all
are
hear
you?
me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Lance, man.
You have to turn down the back because I can hear myself, sister. It's an echo. It's a really big echo.
It's an echo.
If you hear a computer or something.
I'm gonna go in and come back.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Pana. Thank you. Thank you.
Sun Kiss, Oriella.
Yes.
Oriella.
Yeah.
We got all these Allens and Ellas.
I know.
Phonetic wordplay.
Carol Williams, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I didn't see her name in the channel, but she was just there, I guess.
She was there. She was there, yeah.
I was in my own world. I'm sorry. I was just ranting
know.
crazy man out my head. I was jumping around. I'm like, oh God, am I making sense? Let me let Queen Lorette in again. But Carol, as always, the support is appreciated and the love is there. Unmute yourself, Queen Lorette Rogers. Just unmute yourself and the floor is yours. Give it a little time.
Okay.
Peace and love. Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, really good. Really good this time. Talk to us, sister.
I love you, King Uncle Brother Lance and Empress Ella G. Man, y'all was banging me all weekend. I was painting and listening to you all weekend. I just want to touch on what Empress had said earlier, which is I'm putting my email out there. So you guys have my email. If anybody in the chat wants my email and you want to chat with me and chop it up with me, I don't have no problem. But I just appreciate and I love you guys because you talk about things that people are afraid to speak on.
Yeah, I don't care. See, I'm at the old man uncle at the cookout telling the family secrets phase. You know what I mean? You know, he'll be there and see his sister, who is the grandmother, and she's asking for grandkids or actually like kids or whatever, great grands, whatever, from the dude you know is gay. And I'm that guy, well, you better not hope that that's going to happen because you ain't going to see that in your lifetime. Why is that, brother? Because he's aiming this thing at the wrong orifice. Okay? Ain't no light in the next man's backside.
Oh, Sister Carol, come back in. Come back in. We see you. We see you.
Let her talk a little bit, and we're going to let you come on.
Come on in, Sister Carol.
Come back in, Carol.
Well, I want to wish all my people out there, I wish you all peace, love, and light. And just get prepared and be ready for whatever's coming because it's something's coming.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell y'all some things I prepped myself for because my husband is in prison. It's just me and my two girls. I got a 6-people tent. I got solar lights. I got candles. I have 2 machetes. I have survival knives. I ain't playing because I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm ready.
Nobody will see you, Carol. That's okay. Nobody will see you. They'll still see the banner.
The camera too. If you don't block the camera, and
we couldn't see you just now.
We couldn't see you the way you came in. We couldn't see you. The camera's blocked and the audio's on. Even I can't see you, and nobody else will see you because we have a banner over the whole screen. I mean, look. I can't tell you. I'll tell you. I'm in my birthday suit, y'all. It's hot down here. I got the window on, right? So if that was, come on, first I got to turn the other way.
Hello, Sister Carol.
Let's just let Sister Carol in right now. And Queen Lorette,
can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you for everything.
How are you all on this wonderful morning, Grandma Rising?
Grand Rising to you, sister.
That's right.
Now, I just wanted to
what happened?
I just wanted to say how beautiful and wonderful to have you two early in the morning spreading this wonderful, wonderful knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're humble. We're seriously humble because I don't walk around thinking, yes, I have wisdom.
I just know that we have to come together as a people. We got to share our love for each other. We have got to stop the self-hate immediately.
I agree. 110%. I agree.
Absolutely.
I totally agree. Yes. You know, and that's, someone also said that we have to rid ourselves of the the treatment, and I forgot the word he used,
So
that the
I just
oppressors,
wanted to say you all have a
you
blessed
know,
day and keep bringing it and keep bringing it. We all are getting prepared. The Most High, the universe is taking care of us, and we will
yes,
be just fine.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Oh
absolutely.
man. The both of you all coming in and here with Ella and Queen Marat and you, Karen Williams. I'm already fired up. Y'all just get me hearing them few words got me fired up even more.
I know,
So
I know.
expect a fired up day. And already we're going to be set up for the morning show and all the shows later on. I got some footage I haven't touched. I got to
Yes,
straighten up in here. I got a bunch of wires on the table. I got to take things apart and figure out what's up with the sound. So it still sounds like I'm in a tunnel, right? If it is, I'm still going to focus on it anyway. I
yeah,
got to go in
yeah,
surgical precision. That's why I'm kind of talking a little louder and extra clear. So at least you can hear what I'm saying. It may not sound as good as the other times, right? We got raw reality. Come on in.
yeah,
Just give it a second for it to fully
yeah.
connect. I see
Connect up,
him.
raw reality. We see you, but
Okay.
you need to connect.
Yeah, it says the device is not connected. So
Mm.
it may be a few steps you gotta, hit the audio or whatever.
Yeah,
So come on in. We see your raw reality. Don't leave. Don't
just
go
figure out
nowhere.
what you're doing.
Exactly. That interface can be a little confusing sometimes.
Tricky. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
We're here for you. We'll keep talking. And okay,
come
come back
back.
on in. Maybe there's a little
Yeah,
obstacle or something like that. It's okay. For those who
yeah.
come in, like Queen Moran, she knows this. She said, pop, 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 she's right on in.
I know.
So.
Can I share something with y'all?
Sure,
Sure.
sure. Feel free.
I'm gonna share something short. This is a message to my people. I love y'all. Um, as we unbreak these chains, we need to no longer continue under their spell. We must seek inner peace and love ourselves and remember where we are and where we're from. We are stars. We are amazing, unique, gifted, and talented. We are divinely made to heal and uplift, and we have all the Creator's gifts. Get ready to release and face your shadows and be no longer sunken in shame. Unbreak your chains. That's for my people. I love y'all.
Oh, wow.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much.
We need
Yes.
to hear this stuff morning time and just whenever, constantly.
Raw reality. What exactly is the problem? When you come, it's gonna show you that you need to mute your mic and your phone and your camera, and then just come on in. Just click, mute your mic and camera, and come on in.
Yes, yes.
But try it one more time and see what happens. But thank you, Queen Murat. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Yes.
That's that little bit of nutrition that we need for the soul every single day. And it's something, that she's a creative entity on so many different levels that
Yes.
she picks up the signals. Okay.
Miss T.
Okay.
Yay.
Yes, Miss T, come on and bring it, sister. How are you this morning?
I am wonderful.
Grand Rising, sis.
Peace and love, sister.
I'm wonderful. Empress Ella G, Brother Lance,
Yes, yes.
Queen Marat.
Turn off your computer, or yeah, just mute your computer for a second.
I just wanted to say that anytime Brother Lance comes together and he has a collective of brothers and sisters that come together every time, we're moving in the right direction.
Yes. You're right. You're right.
And I'm so happy to be here to serve us. And it just, I'm not going to make it just a cry thing this morning.
And
Like,
that
that's what
we
I felt
need to
doing.
keep our minds clear. We're willing to support and help each other, share any information that we have to keep us strong.
Yes. And
She's
just the phone.
listening to the computer. She
Okay.
needs to just.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
the little
she's
delay. So
waiting.
just
She's
talk
waiting for
freely.
the delay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Who's this now? Who came back? Eric. Okay. Hello, Eric. What's up?
Yeah, how you doing?
We're doing good. How are you? Good to see you.
Miss T, don't forget, you
Thank
still keep
you.
talking to do that.
Yeah, Lance, you're doing a good job, man.
Thank you, brother. I
Yeah,
always want
you're
to
doing
make
a
it
good
better.
job. A good job.
Thank you, brother.
A good job. Well, I just called to say hi, that's all.
Thank you.
All right, much
Thank
appreciated,
you. Much
man.
appreciated.
Thank you so much. And thank you for always
And
being
we
here.
know we can always count on your support, Eric. We thank you for that.
Yeah, but Lance, you're doing a good job, man. Again. Doing a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
LG,
Yes, sir. What are you saying, Eric? Yes, yes.
you have a good spirit. Your spirit is good.
Thank
Your
you.
spirit
Thank
and your
you.
heart is good.
Thank
Whenever I
you.
see that every going off, just check me on it.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
brother.
you so much, Eric. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
All
We always
right. All right.
I just want to let
Miss
everybody know
T,
that.
did you have something else that you wanted to say, hon?
No, I just wanted everyone to have a wonderful week. You know, stay positive, look for all the signs, don't be distracted, and have a good week.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You do the same.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes, yes,
That's right. We're going to win. We're going to get through this thing.
yes.
For those that are awakened and know what to do, we're going to win. We're going to realize better times. So what's for the oppressor and the enemy and the parasite? Let it be for him, because that's his karma in this artificial world. It's just a matter of us pulling away from the artificial world and really have the chance to really live where we can vibe and resonate with each other. Okay. All I'm going to
Yes.
say too is that, think of the time when you had,
Sister Oyala is here.
yeah,
Hello. Look at that beautiful smile. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Hello.
Hello, my dear.
It's
How are
early.
you?
It's good. It's
Yes.
early in the morning where I'm from.
Wow. I wish I
Oh,
could show.
where were
I wish
you
I could show that
from?
smile to the world.
I am
Seriously.
from, hello, I am from Canada. And let me
Okay.
just say, it's always
Yes.
such a blessing to be able to listen to your guys' show in the mornings.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Then I
I
you
want
so
love it.
much.
Oh, no
Yes.
problem. And I just wanted to say hello to everybody in the chat. Peace and blessings to you all.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
And I just
Next
wanted to
moderator
say
coming
that
up.
it's no game out here. We need to prepare.
Yes.
That
Yes.
nobody's playing, the devils are not playing games anymore. It's real out here. And I wanted to thank you, Lance, for always telling us to prepare, to be ready. It's real.
Yes. Yes. It is.
Right.
Yes. But I just
Wow.
Right.
wanted
This,
to,
Right. Thank
yes,
you.
I
Thank you
just
so
wanted to
much, my
say thank
sister.
you.
Thank you.
you made
And
my
you're
day. I
very
can see you.
beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful.
Glowing too. Oh
Yes.
man.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did
Thank you,
you
sister.
want your face to be seen?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, we
Okay.
always give the option. Anytime you want to, feel free.
Right. Somebody needs to mute, 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 mute.
Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. I can't believe this. I'm seeing her live on the screen.
Yes, she's gorgeous. Now, Eric, whoever this Eric is, unmute your microphone and say hi. Oh, Eric, unmute your mic. Say hello. I'm not sure which Eric this is, if it's Eric Days or if it's Eric, our regular
Right.
Eric.
But just look down where it says audio. I think it's audio, and you can mute or unmute.
Yeah.
Just unmute yourself. You can scroll down a little bit on your phone. It's all there.
Right. So
You
it
can
says
keep your
mute or
camera.
unmute. So just
Yeah,
unmute.
exactly.
Hit the mute button and it'll take you off of mute right now.
Exactly.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Right.
You called and got Lance's voicemail. We're not calling Queen Red Pill. We are Lance, just drop
It's a
that
link.
StreamYard link again,
Yeah,
please.
let me drop it again.
Hi, Green Goddess. Unmute your mic.
Okay, this is going to be, yeah, here's the link you click on to get on.
Can you
I
hear
will
me?
be
We hear you,
having
sis.
phone shows again. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Green Goddess. Thank you. And Queen Red Pill, here's the link that you click to come on in.
Oh, Grand Rising family.
Grand Rising, sis. How are you?
Green Goddess.
I'm well, thank you. I was about to start a meditation and something told me just see who's talking, what's happening. It's Monday, and there you and Brother Lance are as usual. It's so beautiful to find you all
Well,
here
we're
in the
here.
mornings to
We're
power
here
us up.
every Monday. We're here not every Monday. We're here every day at 8:00 a.m. As long as
Well,
all
give
is
thanks.
well. Who
Well,
is
I really want to
LanceScurv?
thank you for the courage that you have, the consistency that you have, the fact that you're always taking on issues that our community likes to bury their heads in the sand about. So just thank you. Hats off to you for loving our communities the way that you do.
Yes, thank you so much.
I really appreciate that because a lot of folks misunderstand sometimes. It's just out of love. You know what I
This
mean?
is all Brother Lance, Green Goddess. I mean, this is all Brother Lance. So we just have
Oh,
to thank
oh, I
him.
can't do
Well,
that.
We have to thank him.
what's beautiful is that I've been listening for a while now, and yes, it's definitely Brother Lance's incredible spirit. But he has grown this wonderful family.
Yes.
So this is a community, and you're a big part of it too,
Yes.
Empress Elegy.
Everyone who's here.
Thank you, everyone. Yes. We're all here for him.
Yes, it's beautiful to start the morning with that balance as well. Some
Right.
female energy, some male energy. Like
We
that's
see
exactly
you.
what we need, that
Right.
balance. That's what's
Right.
gonna bring us back together. People need to actually see that. They need to hear that. They need to feel that. And what's beautiful about the two of you is that you really you respect each other. You give each other space. You're honest. You're open. You're so non-judgmental. But you're very, very critical, deep thinkers. So I really appreciate that as a listener and follower.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay,
And there
Custody
are several
Way.
people here. We're just going to go in the order that we that you came in, and we'll still
Yes.
leave it open.
Absolutely. So, give thanks. And I definitely support that we should be cursing them every day. We need to be systematically cursing them at a certain time, even 3 times a day, morning,
For real.
and night. That's how we're going to do it.
We should do it.
So, love and light, fam.
Love and light
Stay
to you,
out.
my dear sis. We should do a collective 3:33, whether it's in the morning or in the evening.
Let's do
3:33.
it.
That's when we should do it.
I will commit to doing it.
My clock alarm, my phone alarm is at 3:33. 3:33 every day. Every day. My phone alarm is at 3:33 every day. Hello, Custody Way. How are you?
Hello, how are y'all?
We're doing well. How are you?
And LanceScurv. I'm doing well. I can't complain. I just wanted to tell everybody, hey, just stay strong and persevere and remain, stay resilient,
Yeah.
Shoot, me, I've been up in this I live in a hotel. I've been living in a hotel for like a year and 6 months now. Because, I've done things in my past that, I've got to pay for. You reap what you sow, and, I'm still going.
There's good energy about you, man. I'm looking at your face. Nobody else can see you except myself and energy. And I can just see the energy, man. And for you to even acknowledge that there are things that you need to balance out and decisions that you made, it's okay. Look where your trajectory is going. Exactly. You're going up, you're going higher. Sometimes we don't know exactly how it's going to be done, but there's no shame in anything. As long as you're going higher.
Patient.
That's right. That's
And
right. That's
half
what
the
makes
battle is
you a
accepting
champion.
where you are. Half the battle is accepting where
Oh
you
yeah,
are.
makes you
That's
stronger.
right.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, yes.
Indeed. So we
You know,
we
hey, I just want to.
appreciate
Hey, there's
you.
hope out there. You know,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Notice
gonna
looks
come.
like you're a champion. And the fact that you got
Yes, sir.
up and you're in the game, you're in the fight, not only do you have a chance to win, but when you show that kind of resiliency, you will win. And don't
Oh
let
Yes.
nobody
yes.
get in your head or get around with any negative energy. You keep throwing
Nope.
punches, you stay in the fight, you take care of yourself more
Oh
than
yeah.
anything
I'll be
else,
taking the
and keep it
punches.
positive.
Queen Red
That's right.
Pill, come back in, sis. We saw you. We
That's
saw
all I
you
Yeah.
get.
here,
You
Queen
know, it's
Red Pill.
crazy
So come
when you're
back.
by yourself. You know, it's like everybody
Yeah.
else. You know, wants you to be part of a group, and I'm like, no, I'm not on that. If you ain't about coming up, or you know,
Right.
Yes.
I'm not trying to stay in the same place. You know, you try to
Exactly.
tell
Exactly.
people stuff, motivate people, but you know, you can only motivate those that want to be motivated. You know,
Well,
you can only
exactly.
like you know they're all saying you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. You know,
Yes.
That's
but
right. That's
Yes.
right.
I'll just stay
Yes.
on my studying and studies and
There
make
you
it and show
go.
an example, be an example. You know,
And listen,
Yeah.
when you
actions
go
speak
back
louder than
and
words sometimes.
when you go back and you watch this again and you see the chat room, you're gonna see how many people are just bigging you up and just sending positive
That's right.
vibes your way right
That's
now,
right.
and
And I
you
thank
know,
all of those people that
telling you to
did.
stay
I
strong.
love it. I
So
love all y'all, you know.
yes,
I
yes,
love all y'all.
yes. Stay strong, my brother.
You
Raw
already got
reality. He figured it out. He figured it out. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Raw. Hello,
More
raw
reality. Thank you,
reality.
Sister Study Way. And
it.
we
Hey,
have
thank
another
it.
name. Thank
Take
you so
care,
much,
custody
Sister
way.
Study
Thank
Way. And
Okay,
always
you.
come
thank
back
you.
on, man. And if you ever
All
want to
right,
come
and
on the
thank
show
you
about
for all
your
your shows
experiences,
and all that,
whatever,
Lance Scar.
we'll do a show with you, brother. You know what I mean? So just
Okay,
let me
thank you,
know.
sir. Thank you,
All
brother.
right?
All
Hey,
Hey,
and I
righty.
love
love
you
your
too, brother.
content. Keep it going, baby.
Oh, we are. Oh, yeah. The best is
Thank
yet to
you.
come. If you only knew.
Thank you,
All
Empress
right.
Ella.
You're welcome,
Yes.
sir. Thank you very much.
Y'all have a
Thank you.
great
Thank
day
you.
You
and
too.
blessings
Oh,
to
yeah, we
y'all.
will.
Blessings to
We
Mhm.
everybody
will.
in the chat room.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Love,
Hey,
love, and
brother Raw
blessings.
Reality, how are you?
Hey, good morning, good evening, Brother Lance and Empress Elegy. How y'all doing?
Oh,
We're
we're
doing
doing
well,
good.
thank you.
Okay,
We're doing well.
just wanna thank both of you for all of what you're doing, especially you, Brother Lance. I've been following you for since 2019, and
Wow.
brother,
Thank you.
it's been an experience and joy just listening to you and some of the guests that you keep bringing on.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, yes, yes. And just want to tell everybody out there in the global black family, just to stay strong, cause it's gonna start getting hot after Labor Day. From what I'm seeing, it's really gonna
That's
start
right.
getting hot after Labor Day,
Yes.
especially with the supply chain being as screwed up as it is
Mm-hmm.
on purpose.
Yes, yes.
I just want to tell everybody, just stay strong, and you're not gonna reach everybody with what you know. All you just could do is just give them the information and leave it there. They have no they. There's an
Yes.
old saying that goes, there you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Or in this case, you
Exactly.
can't make it think. So all
Exactly.
just gotta do is just give them the information and leave it there. Let them decide what they want to do with it. If they want to ignore it, that's on. If they want to ignore it or follow it, that's on them. Um,
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm not really a Christian anymore, but I used to follow that following that religion. There's something in the Bible that says that, and it's in the Old Testament. I can't remember exactly which book it's in, but um, it was when when God was telling one of the prophets that if you if I give you the water warning, and you go to the people and you give them the warning, and they do not listen to the warning, then the blood will not be on your head, it'll be on their
Exactly.
head.
Exactly.
Yeah. But if I give you the warning, and you go and you
I
and you
think
don't
it's
and
Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah.
some one of those books in the Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if
Mm-hmm.
I do give you the warning, and you don't tell the people the warning, and they die, then it's gonna be on your head, because you're the messenger that I gave the warning to. But if you give the people the warning, and they die, then it's on their head. So basically, that's what you just got to do. Is you just got to be the messenger, just to give the people the warning, and whatever happens after that, if they accept the warning, good. If they don't accept the warning, hey, that's not your problem. You gave them the warning. So so I just feel that everybody here, we're just basically prophets, just trying to warn people and enlighten them. So yes, but I just want to thank y'all, thank both of you again, Brother Lance and Sister Elegy. So thank you all for everything that you're doing.
Thank you, Brother Roreality. It's so good hearing your voice. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Take care.
Okay, you too then. Right, goodbye.
Alrighty.
Yes. Yes.
Lance, is that you? Is that you in there twice?
It's somebody else here who put the name in. I'm gonna unmute their mic.
Okay.
The name says LanceScurv, but it's spelled wrong with the E here.
Okay.
So your line is open.
Well, it was open.
No. Well, they gotta unmute their mic if they're gonna talk.
Yeah, unmute your microphone and talk. The person who hasn't spoken yet.
Yeah. They have your name listed as LanceScurv with the E in there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It might be a different LanceScurv, who knows?
Who knows? You might have a twin out there. Hello.
There it is.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. I hope the background noise doesn't disturb you guys. I had to wait until break to call in because, I work for the government. You know how they are. But, I just wanted to tell you guys that, I really wanted to thank Lance for everything. I don't think he knows how many people he's woken up. And I'm being serious about that because when I first discovered him and I asked a question and it came out of nowhere, and this was back in 2019, same as the gentleman before, that's how I discovered Lance. I asked the question, who am I? For real, who am I? Because I'm a melanated person, and I'm wondering, why are these folks hating melanated people so much? I'm looking back at their history, I don't even know what the hell we just did to these folks to hate us so bad. And it came to jealousy and everything. First video on YouTube, when I typed in the question, who are black people really? Brother Kwaku popped up. I listened to all his videos that Lance taped. It just came off and I just woke up. It's like somebody, put you next to the Liberty Bell and just bang the heck out of the thing and it just rings throughout your whole head. And when I listened to what's his name? Brother Ison. I think that's his name. When he was talking about the Bible and stuff. I never comprehend anything in my life that easily. Nothing made more sense to me now when he started talking. And Brother Beatrice and Miss Nico, everybody. It just woke me up, and it's waking everybody up. And I don't know if you notice, and some people will tell you, some people won't. Some people like to keep it secret. I'm just one of those people. I'll play dumb, I'll play oppressive, but I won't tell you that I'm woken up because I don't want you to stop me. I'm just one of those. So I made a reference in the comments, and I don't know if anybody watched, anime Dragon Ball Z, to where Goku, he has the power of the spirit bomb, and he learns from his master. In order to make the spirit bomb, everybody has to come together and meditate and put their hands up in the air and give energy to that one person to defeat his enemies.
Right.
And I'm hoping one day that'll happen, because I think black people really do need to come together. And it's just a huge test after test after test We fail one thing, we fail the other. But I think, and I know for sure, because I want to put good energy out there, I know we're going to make it. We might lose a few, but that's okay, because I'm at the point, and you know at 27 years old, you're at that point where half of them are going to make it, but it's okay. Because I'm not trying to save everybody, because I don't want to get set back. Because I can see right now that we are going to make it. And I'm seeing Ghana right now. You know, Ghana is at the forefront. Ghana just took in 2 elderly people and past 100 that survived, and probably the only survivors of the Tulsa massacre. And they embraced those 2 people in their arms. Never again will they have to suffer. Never again will they have to live and relive the news putting their tragedy in the forefront, trying to make it seem like, oh, we care for y'all guys. Oh, I'm sorry to cuss, but no, the hell y'all don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, the hell y'all don't. Mm-hmm. And Ghana welcomed these people with open arms. These people are actually going to rest, you know, in peace and live life for the first time. And I think that's pretty sad, because it took them to 100 years old. But I'm glad they made it out. And I was going like I'm making it out.
Right.
And I'm going to use their own money to make it out myself, you know? But, yeah. I just want to say, I've been meaning to tell you this, but it was too long to type because you can only type a certain amount of words. But, I want to say thank you, Lance, and to Miko and Brother Ison, I mean, just everybody. Because seriously, kids, you know, kids younger than me and kids that are women that are my age, we are waking up. And we really are. And we are watching the black media. And I'm hoping the black media will get a code. I know it's not. And I know there's some, you know, faulty ones, conscious, whatever people. But, you know, yeah, we are waking up. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. Just by asking that one question, you know, my ancestors have led me to you. And I've been watching your videos ever since. It's 2021. I've been watching it for what? 2019, 2020, 3 years now? Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, and I love your energy. But I see LanceScurv written under the name, please. What is your name, sister?
Malaysia.
Oh, Malaysia. Okay.
Oh, Malaysia. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I didn't see. I'm like, wait a second. When I saw LanceScurv, I said, am I still alive? Am I a ghost?
Oh no! This is my first time working StreamYard.
Yes.
I don't really tap into social media that much because nowadays it's really getting corrupt, and you know they're always using black people. Every time we get something, we use it for good, and then they just spin it around.
Right.
So
right.
The only person I can trust really is just you. And no knock to other people. There's other good black people out there that are speaking their truth and stuff. But I try not to get too deep because I don't want to go deep to this rabbit hole. I'm not into this hotep stuff. And, you know, you're the only person that can resonate spiritually and just vibrates with me. And you're the person that, I mean, I've always been working at, but you actually woke me up to my true self. You know, if you know what I mean. So that's all I had to say.
Thank
I gotta
you.
get back to work, but I just want to take this moment to walk around and let the sun feed me some vitamin D and everything before I come around these folks again. You know, but yeah, but I will make my way out of it. I'm just saving my money and, you know, listen to Elizabeth and stuff and get myself prepped because just like those other people, I want to get the heck out of here myself. But, yeah. But that's all I have to say. Thank you. And,
thank you. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Take care, my dear. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sister. This is wonderful.
Yes. Green Goddess, you're back.
Yes. Yes.
Did you have something more to say, sis?
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Unmute your phone.
No?
Oh yes, greetings, family. I keep getting bumped off, so that's okay.
Okay. Well, does anybody else want to chime in for a few more seconds? It's 10:10 my time.
Yeah, I just want to say, people stay up. Don't fall for the illusions and the confusion and the chaos that they're systematically unleashing on us. And like there's a reason why all of these people are transitioning. These entities have to feed, right? And so it's not a coincidence that there's all these people transitioning who are going before they're supposed to be going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, so 3:33, I'm on it. We're gonna start it.
3:33.
I'm gonna be ready with something to share. That's
Well,
gonna,
we're not gonna be. I don't know that we're gonna be back on the online. But I just
Okay, we're
want
just gonna do it on
just
our
gonna
own.
do it on your own. Call your power back.
Excellent.
Call your power
Okay,
back.
beautiful.
Take your power back. 3:33. If
All
you're up
right,
at
so that's
night,
it.
if you're
So
up
I'm
at
gonna share
night,
it same way.
yes,
Yes.
indeed. And I would just want to say any 3:33, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon. Yes. And if you happen to see 3:33, any number, just seeing triple threes, just
All the time.
call your
I see
power
them
back.
all day, every day.
Call your power
Absolutely.
back. Take your power back.
Oh, that's angelic energy. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Affirmation, the ancestors are with us every step of the day.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Love and light.
Thank you, my dear sister. Love and light to you too. Queen Murat, unmute your phone.
I guess I got knocked out, but anyways, I want to reiterate on what the sister just said about everybody just keeping their vibrations high, and everything that you see is not real. So you need to just keep your mind on what you want to focus for the future. That's what you need to keep your mind, because everything is just a distraction, so they can mess us up some more. So just stay on point, stay on track, and everything's gonna be okay. We're the golden people. We're the chosen people. We gonna be all right. They gonna melt.
For real. Queen Red Pill. Queen Red Pill, you were here before. You just, it's just that someone else was talking, and I don't know why if you fell off or if you just came off yourself. But try one more time and see what happens. Yeah. 3:33 a.m. or p.m. Doesn't matter when, a.m. or p.m. And if you just happen to see it in passing, whenever you see it, know that it's a powerful number, and take your power back, speak powerful intentions and manifestations for our people out to the universe.
We have to remind that the thing that we do every single day, whether it's night or day, like I said, I promise every single you. Today, at least we're gonna make at least 2 T-shirts, right?
Right.
And yes, Queen Red Pill.
Queen Red Pill, you're here.
Yes, we did it. You're here.
You did it. Yay.
Talk to us, sister. Everybody will stay on there and talk and vibe back and forth. Queen Red Pill. It seems that you're in. You're not muted, so.
Can you hear us? Queen Red Pill. Where is she?
Yeah, pretty much you're there.
You're here.
I don't know if you turn the volume up on your phone or whatever, but you're not muted and you made it successfully. So that's progress.
Yeah.
We have to figure out what else needs to be done to hear your voice. Because I see that you gave me a voicemail, but I couldn't pick up because I was on the show. But you did everything right. So come talk to us.
Check if you're on your computer. Check your volume button. Make sure your volume button on your computer isn't muted.
Exactly.
I'm not sure what I'm not sure what's happening with her. Yes, Sister Synovia, that's our number and our time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 333 is the power of 3. 369. 9 is the most powerful number. 9 is that warrior number, warrior spirit number. Yes. Yes, indeed. Queen Red Pill. I'm not sure what's happening, sis.
Yeah, now she's muted again.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure what's happening.
You got here successfully.
Yeah.
You won't be able to just.
Right.
It's got to be something small.
It's got to be. Yeah.
We got this far, and like I said, it's just a matter of good thing. I mean, look at me with this microphone. I've been working with this equipment for the longest time. I know where every wire goes and everything, but I sound like I'm in a tunnel. And even before this, it wasn't sounding that way.
Right.
I got to figure out, what did I do?
Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Queen Red Pill? We can see you. We're just waiting to hear your lovely voice.
Yes,
I'm not
she's
sure what it
unmuted
is.
now.
Yeah.
But we can't hear her.
What else could it possibly be?
I think I heard her. Really low.
Yeah, turn up
Say
your
something.
phone. Turn up your phone. Turn up the volume on your phone or on whatever.
I heard her say it's totally up. We can hear you, but probably not enough for everyone else to hear you, but definitely you're connected.
Oh, wow. That's too bad.
It might be a deeper issue here in the settings and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna make something that we can direct everybody how to use it properly. There's other platforms or programs I'm experimenting with. I might go back to the other one and fancy and chat rooms on the screen. Because remember also on a different subject that you got to go to the chat room to see the chat room. Many people listen to the show never hit the button to open the chat room. So I want to make it where I can have it on the screen. You don't have to do anything, and that way it makes it more interesting when you watch the show as a replay, because you don't even have to open up the chat room. And again, many people don't know how to open it up. I'm not saying anybody here, but I want to make it as easy as possible to get the information and bring other people on and all that stuff. And like I said, I got some little fancy things with some bells and whistles coming. I just have to figure it out, but I got to rectify this issue first.
Right.
So everything's going to be going up and up and up and make it more enjoyable.
Yes, indeed.
You can see the interaction, you know.
I'm loving this. I really do. I enjoy and I appreciate the fact that everyone is coming in and, that they're actually enjoying what we're trying to put out in the morning shows, because we really want it to be beneficial to everyone that hears it.
We have some funny shows. We have some adult shows. We have different things, just different gears. You might say, hey, I want to hear stuff right now, whatever. But again, like I said in the beginning, if there's a topic or a subject or something specific, now we may get full with 30 things or 50 things and may not be able to do all of them, but the amount of shows we do daily, we should be. But if there's something that you want to go in on from a different angle that we may have covered before, you say, well, we talked about this, but what about this angle? So, okay, we'll do it. If there's something you want, we'll make it priority. We're trying to go by feel and say, okay, we want to make some content that has this kind of feel that we go in on an issue that maybe someone needs some advice on. It may not be us who have the answer. We'll talk about it. You may get a profound answer in the chat room.
Exactly.
Wow, what they said, they may refer to information, whatever have you. So that's very, very important to do. And
thank you, Oyala. Thank you. Queen Red Pill, you're back.
And Red Pill's back?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you very low. I can hear you very, very low. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Let me see. Queen Red Pill, call me on that number again right now.
Call him on the phone again, Queen Red Pill.
Yeah. Now, it may be where you don't hear her from where you stand, Empress. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you hear through the. Yeah, we'll see. But I want her,
she has something to say, so I want her to be able to say it. Call Lance again, Queen Red Pill. Yeah. Call Lance.
Yeah, call me on the phone right now. and I'll pick up.
Right. Leave StreamYard and call him on the phone.
Yes. The same way you called me before, just call me and let you right on there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, you should be coming through loud and clear. Finally, they can't stop us.
I can't hear her.
No, it's okay. Right, no problem. You got through. I don't know if you turn your computer down so there's no echo. Oh, thank you.
We can't hear her.
Loud and clear. Way better than I can even hear myself. You coming through so clear. I had to look around and see if you were sitting next to me. Loud and clear. Well, you sound much younger. Half the age of me. That's right. Beautiful. Please share. Right.
Lance, the chat isn't hearing her.
Oh, they're not hearing her?
No,
oh, wow.
We're not. Do you have her on speaker?
Right, and you'll be on the show as far as the recording is concerned, but it should be where
we're not hearing her.
But you know what though? Continue to talk because this will be on the replay. This will be on the replay. Yes. Yes. This is good information. They sure are. Right. It's over. Yes. My hometown. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. Well, let me just interject really quick and say to the chat room that we're hearing you, but they're not hearing you. So hopefully this will be on the replay. If not, what I want to do, my sister, is to have you on exclusively to share your life wisdom, because like you say, you're older than us, but you're doing something right because you sound younger than us. So I'm gonna, but yes, yes. There you go. Yes. Necessary. Exactly. Let me interject again, my sister, for the sake of the sake of the show. Yeah, for the sake of the show, let's continue. Let's continue on a separate broadcast or recording where they will be able to hear you, because they're hearing nothing but silence. They're only hearing my silent conversation, and I'm so happy to hear what you're saying because you're on point. Maybe later on today, and not much later on, is there a way that maybe we can connect and do something that we can put this? Yes. Okay. 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 Right. 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 Uh-huh. Right. Yes. Oh yeah, I remember that exactly. I remember. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so listen, yes. No, it's okay. It's okay. Right. Well, that's a good thing. But let me just tell you, sister, the show's not hearing you. I want to be able to speak with you directly, where we can record something and that we can put it out to the people and have a nice long discussion, as long as we're, just to share the information and the wisdom. Can we do that later on today? Can we do that later on today? Yeah, but I'm saying, because the show hears nothing but me talking. But can we do, so what I want you to do, I know your call is coming through anonymous. I'm not trying to snatch your phone number, but if there's a way or a time. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, well, send it to me again. Just text me the number. Okay, please do that, because I want to wrap up this show, because I got to run and do something. I'm not rushing you, but I promise we're going to give you all the time you want. And I'm happy. Exactly. I'm happy to hear you too. Right, right. Okay. Thank you. We love you too. You know that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're going to do something later on today. All right? Peace. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Text me the phone number. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay. Much love. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yeah, I didn't realize that you couldn't hear.
Yeah.
And it should be working like that, but it may be one wire or two. But I have something for that. It came last week and it's in a box. I got something for that. That's the last time that's gonna happen. And my sister, I was not rushing you, it's just that they weren't hearing your side of the conversation. I didn't want the enthusiasm to drop. So,
Right.
I have to run. And
System Queen Murat sent you a Cash App, Brother Lance.
I didn't see, I'm right here. I didn't receive it.
No, she sent it Cash App, not Super Chat.
Okay, thank you. As always, Queen Murat. It's not about that, but that when you dig into your pocket and show that kind of love, it's my responsibility to keep the wheels turning. So if this was a restaurant, I want you to feel like, oh my God, I can't finish all the food. Oh my God, I watched the 3-hour show. He's got 2 more shows popped up and he's scheduled something else. I have to keep the content coming. You know what I mean? That's my responsibility. I'm not going to slack. When I see any kind of love, though, it's not just the monetary, but any kind, and the enthusiasm. And look at our sister who just called. You didn't hear a word that she had to say, but even though she may be a little older than me, which as old as I am, can that be possible? No, but she takes care of herself, and she sounds phenomenal, and she's even in New York City, right? My hometown, the place of my birth, and the place that I live. My first 38 years of my life that has left an indelible mark on my psyche, my drive. But everyone who looks like me is definitely my sister or brother, whether they know it or not, whether they're confused or not, whether they're not there or not. So it's our job to shepherd in and influence people, not shove things down their throat, but my way of doing it, and this is giving me leverage, is just to share, and not only that, but to bring people together. I got some serious joy hearing our family come on and share and seeing some of the faces and the beautiful smile of Oleala. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, wow, you know, I see the avatar, but man, just to see her face and see her smiling, it gave me a boost, and I'm really going to steamroll today, and I'm going to come right back. We're going to have something live.
Giant.
We're going to call it, but we're going to have something later on, and some recorded stuff. And as you know, even when I go out in a little while, I'll have my cameras loaded and ready, and to get whatever it is that the creator puts in my path to share. That's my responsibility.
Right.
So I'm just so overjoyed at that and so happy, and just want you to know you've given me life to be in this position to do so. I mean, I know I have life, but really to absorb and to experience more life. You know, it's one thing to eat food, you know, plain, and sometimes that's good. When you have the perfect amount of seasonings on it, oh boy, you just want to eat. And so that's why with me in my life right now, all this energy that we're sharing together has amplified my vibe even more so. You know, and I can't thank you enough. There's nothing I can do to really show my thanks, because I'm so thankful. It's beyond all words and beyond all measure. So my way of showing thanks is to keep on going, to keep on doing. Even when you don't see me online, live, whatever, I'm doing something. And Priscilla LG can tell you that until I drop at nighttime. Sometimes I'll fall asleep by this chair in front of the computers, and I wake up in the bed. How did I get there? Don't know. It's all right, because you know the creator gave me this one little lane to work in. I'm going to work it hard. It's not a competition. It's all love, y'all. The life I live, always been that way. It's all love. I want to see us shine and rise. And if I say some things sometime, it's all out of love, whatever it may be. Because some of us need to be spanked, and some of us need to be praised. And you know, we're all going through things and have different stimuli in our life and things we have to overcome. And it's not always the same thing. What you had to overcome may be different from what I had to overcome. And in our infancy, not that we're children, but in the infancy of our maturity, we can't see beyond what we've been through sometime to see what the next person been through. Once you get to that level, you understand and have some empathy, it makes things all worthwhile. So we gotta find that common denominator with each other. We just can't say, well, you're East Coast and I'm West Coast and I'm in Africa now. I ain't got to be bothered with niggas in America. No, all this separate foolishness. Let's flow. Does nature work separate? Does the stream say, well, you know what? You can't use the water that I am. Does the leaves of the tree say, well, you know what? We shut down right now. Whatever. Everything works together. Even when an animal goes around in the bushes and takes a dump, the tree might be saying, whew, that's just the nitrogen that I need. Now come on, rain. You know what I mean? So even when things, so that tells you nature. Even when you are sugar honey iced tea on, there may be a reason for that down the line that's beneficial to you. I'm not talking nothing kinky. I'm just saying that's what it is. So always look to nature to tell you the lessons. You'll see it. Let's get our head out of these electronic devices. If it's something good that you like, yeah, but be very selective of what you let in your system.
Exactly.
We have to be, more focused that way and proactive as to what we allow in our mind, body, and soul, and our spirit, and our emotions.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
so I'm going to wrap it up on that point. Episode G, this is your show. I can't take over like that.
Oh, you already did, sir. You already did, sir. So You already did to take over my show, just like that. You see how that works? Well, I think you wrapped it down quite nicely. I don't know that I need to really add anything more to that. I just want to say thank you to everyone that is here that has come in and had to step out because they're at work. It really, really, really does make me feel good to know that you're all here vibing with us. Thank you, Brother Lance, for always being my special guest, my forever guest.
Perpetual, all in one, all around,
Perpetual,
multi-purpose
all
guest.
around guest. You bring so much knowledge, so much wisdom, a wealth of information for us all. And I truly appreciate you.
Wow.
Anyway, guys,
Yes.
have a wonderful day, everyone. Make it a good day. Stay positive, stay blessed, and just do whatever we can to prepare for whatever it is, and don't harp on it. Be ready, but just don't harp on it. Don't let that be your entire focus, because that is negative energy.
Yes.
So just stay positive and remember 333, guys. 333. On that note, have a wonderful day, folks. Brother Lance, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, my sister.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
All
Much
righty.
love. And everybody. Peace. Seems like we also have a music malfunction, so we'll cut it short and we'll just end it right here. And I'm sorry about that because that's part of what we do here on the show. And like I said, we're going to fix that because I had to rewire a lot of things. So I hate that ended so abruptly, but I'm going to do it that way. All right. Much love to everybody, and we'll be back, and everything will be corrected, and we're going to show the love then too. Peace.